Okay, so, I need to do the, we're gonna do a recap. I'm gonna play with Sirenscape again tonight, because last week it was either too loud or too quiet. I'm still playing with it.
So thank you, Sirenscape.com.
Just so you guys know, this is the only time I play with Sirenscape is when I'm here, because I don't have speakers in my other game, so I'm still messing with it.
Sorry.
No worries. Do you have to answer that?
Leave a message.
Alright, thank you, Sirenscape.com and D&D Beyond. Thanks. And what was I going to say? Oh, recap time.
Recap.
Recap time. So session 9 recap. Delving into the wrong hole. We began last session running away with a plan to bottleneck the baddies. Spoiler alert, that didn't work. We all rushed away to head down the tunnel, but Kit Rill was still wounded and in the first round went down. We went back for him. That also didn't work. Trying to talk didn't work. Offering to trade their boy Riker for Kit Rill seriously didn't work.
Poor Riker.
They stabbed him. Things were looking grim. Then 2 halflings, a human, and a dwarf came in behind us. They were hired to collect a demonic weapon, and they helped us in the battle. They are Chris, a human female cleric, Lunny, a halfling warrior, Linny, a halfling druid, and Chop Chop, a mute dwarven bard. Crazy hijinks ensued during the battle. I'm not going to recap the whole battle. Shout out to Bob for killing Nafog. Kit Rill was woken up and Death shook his hand and said, "Good game." We questioned Nafog. Kit Rill intimidated the shit out of him by talking about his friendship with Death. It was dope as fuck. Nafog said they were being funded by Cecily on the council. We searched the back room and found a stack of notes signed C, talking about Cecily funding the slavery, banditry, and demon-worshipping shit. We found a treasure room which contained 350 gold pieces, bag of gems, which we were going to figure out what else was in there. But we did give 5 small sapphires to Kit Rill out of that bag of gems. We got magic daggers, a short sword, long sword, boots, amulet, and armor. Our 4 new friends agreed to come with us to Fairguard with the glaive. Silver chopped Nafog's head off and we took it with us. Kit Rill thunder waved and collapsed the tunnel. It was dope. We made it to Fairguard, but the Weary Traveler was full because the Hell Riders are in town. They're here because of rumors of demonic activity, because they are devoted to battling evil in all its forms. And then, little backstory, the Archangel Zariel brought the Hell Riders into Hell to stop the battle going on in that section of Hell, but she betrayed them by making a deal with Asmodeus. The Hell Riders are now fanatics that are devoted to battling evil, and Zariel is now a fallen angel ruling that section of the 9 Hells.
And just as a quick aside there, I don't know if I mentioned it, but that was about 1,000 years ago.
Cool. 1,000 years ago. There are 6 Hell Riders staying at the Weary Traveler. They're not a popular group, but they've paid for a week there as they look into the demonic activity. Kit Rill went to Gillen's Glory to identify the magic items, which were 2 +1 daggers, 1 +1 longsword, 1 +1 short sword, boots of spider climbing, amulet of shielding, +2 armor, and 1 + plate mail armor.
Technically, I'm not done with that until
Yeah.
1 a.m.
That's what I'm saying right here. Kit Rill will be done at 1 a.m.
Sorry.
Our plan is to go at 9 to Joel with our friends and the notes and the Fog's Head, and then meet Kit Rill back at Gillen's Glory for a much-needed long rest. Maybe have Bob in the spider boots check out Cecily sometime tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
During the 3-hour time before 9, Silver and Viridian went back to the Weary Traveler to chat with the Hell Riders. Silver was asking about blood hunters. We learned that Avakiel is known as the Inquisitor. Viridian then went back to Gillen's Glory and sat down with Kit Rill while he worked and tried to do what she saw friends at the circus doing, which was meditation. She hoped to contact and communicate with the voices and learn more about what's going on in her brain. And Silver is putting out feelers, hoping to learn about blood hunters. And so that's where we're at. So we had about 3 hours. So I think we've done the meditation time already on our own time of what Viridian was doing. So now it should be, do we want to say like 8 or 9? Or do we all want to get together at Gillen's Glory and then Kit Rill will stay while everybody else goes to Joel with our 4 new friends? And I think that's where we're at, but I wanted to have Brittany do something based off of what we did today. DM.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, I was just sitting with Kitril, meditating. And then I came out, I tried it for almost 2 hours, sitting there meditating, and then I came to and I took a swig of my flask and I just watched you work. And I just smiled to myself. And then I pat you on the back as I head down. But as I go, I just say, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Good to know.
Seem pretty crazy. That's not convincing. That's not convincing anyone. While we're at there, I'm assuming Gillen's Glory has some kind of bar, so I'm gonna refill my flask.
Okay.
So Kitril's still up in the room. I guess we're meeting down.
What time
Down
is
at the
it?
bar. I guess it should be around 8:30. Does that sound
PM?
right? Yeah. So we can start heading toward the warehouses.
So yeah, anything you guys wanted to do during those couple of hours, go ahead and make note of it.
Yeah. What were you doing during those 3 hours?
I would probably see me going to talk to the Hellriders probably took about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did that for an hour, and then I went
Yeah.
for about 2 hours, hour and a half.
Yeah,
Meditated.
I'll refill my flask while I'm there. So.
I probably just hung out,
Yeah.
Had some ale.
had a couple of,
An extra long short rest.
I can't wait to get a long rest, it's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be dope. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, at this
long
point, after
rest.
everything we just went through, it's just wait until we can get to Joel.
Mm-hmm.
For me, at least. Did we meet anybody at Gillen's Glory in particular, or of note?
Based on what you guys were doing, just the Hell Riders.
They were
the Hell Riders were
Yeah,
were
we're a traveler, yeah.
you're right. I mean, there's people in there if you want to,
I can interact with them later.
if you want to do anything, but, I mean, nobody would really just stand out just for the sake of standing out.
Gotcha, okay. Then yeah, I'm good.
Not bad.
Mhm. See, that's what I'm saying. They're really good. All right. So are we going to Joel right now?
I think so.
Yeah, and then feasting, and then sleeping. Well, I guess that depends on what happens to Joel.
DM, when you get a second, I want to ask the group down here, which I'm gonna ask Kitril later, but just sitting down with you guys before we go. Have any of you heard of anybody or anything called Udar? Would they know?
Have I heard of Udar?
Yeah.
Sorry, I cannot get this to fucking pair for some reason. It did it just fine last week.
That's why they're going dull faster.
Yep.
Well, honestly, that level is kind of nice.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. Can you guys hear it?
It's a
I
nice
don't know if the
ambiance.
mic is picking it
The
up.
mic,
but
the mic not
we
pick it
hear
up, but for now,
Okay, yeah, 'cause
next break we'll figure it out, see if we can turn
I
on.
don't know why it won't fucking work. It's pissing me off.
It's probably the speaker. I think we have another one we could try.
Well, I mean, this one works great. It just, like last week, it just paired automatically. It's fine.
Yeah.
It
Well,
won't do it now.
DM, I have just asked, Kitril's still up in the room. I didn't want to bother him while he was working, but I've just asked everybody else down here while we're waiting at Gillen's Glory until 9 if they have ever heard of anybody named Udar or anything named Udar.
No,
They would not.
no. You can't find anybody that's ever heard that name.
Okay.
What? No. What's Udar?
Not sure yet. Let's ask around.
Okay.
What does it pertain to?
Well, I tried that fucking meditation thing, and
That fucking meditation thing. That's it. When I was, I've said that before.
I was sitting up there with Kit Roll working, and I tried to, figure out what these fucking things are in my head. Now that I realize that it's not coming from me, I'm hearing something, talking to something, and there's a couple voices in there.
You're hearing voices?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
But you're not.
Well,
wait,
now-
I didn't hear that part.
Now I know they're actually real. They're not just, I just thought I was crazy. I just thought that this was my brain. But if I'm able to telepathically communicate with people, then I'm pretty sure these are real fucking things. And I've never heard of somebody named Udar before. And that's what one of them told me their name was. So.
Has it gotten worse since you got here and we started meddling in all of this demon shit?
Yeah, but also I've been, with all the shit going on, I've been trying to, I just thought I was crazy before, so I didn't really do anything about it. But lately, since I've been thinking there might be something else going on, I've been trying to get them to help me, to help with our shit. But so far, they've just been hella vague. But I just sat up there for like an hour and a half, breathing. God. And they started talking to me. There was one that was hella creepy, and I will say, it seemed nice, but it did giggle, which
Like the giggles.
I don't
Giggles?
know. I hope not.
No, it was distinctly different from that.
It was different, but it did giggle, and that creeped me out a little bit. But I was really more concerned with this Udar thing.
How do you spell that?
UDAR. It says it can help me with what I want, but yeah, it seems a little.
Well,
Seems a little creepy. So.
I would be of the opinion that until you have a better idea of what it is, maybe not asking it for help, because maybe it's not that helpful.
Yeah, so far it hasn't been very helpful. So, but I definitely want to know what it is. I mean, if there's something talking in my head, like, that's probably what's been making me do all that weird shit. So if we could find out more about it, maybe I'll stop having those sleepwalking things going on.
Maybe.
So, let's keep our ears out for Udar. And the other one told me to give it a friendly name, so I named it Thuril, which means friend in Draconic.
Alright. But we're still not entirely sure if it's a friend.
That one seemed nicer and told me that my anger is hurting me, and I was like, yeah, no shit. Like, that's. But then the other one, I don't know. I just had a weird feeling about it. So.
Oh, I can imagine. You got an angel and a devil. Don't listen to that one.
So just remember, guys, this is your brain. This is your brain on meditation.
Actually, side note too, while I was out and about, on top of filling my flask, can I also, would it have been too late to go to the market and acquire anything?
Yeah.
Like 7? It would have been 7.
It was a little past sundown, so
Yeah.
I'll do that tomorrow then.
Yeah, this is one of those towns where the market generally shuts down at sundown.
Gotcha, so the only thing left open is the bars and the whorehouse?
Pretty much.
Alright.
And sometimes only the whorehouse.
Alright, well, we'll keep an eye out for Udar.
Oh, and this is a dry county. They don't sell alcohol on Sundays.
Do they have Sundays here?
Right, is it even Sunday? Which actually, sorry, no, we'll talk about it later. Alright, so, should we head to Joel's warehouse?
Let's do it.
I'm down.
Then,
I sure just
Oh.
made a weird noise.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Just,
Definitely, sorry.
I said that just to these guys, not to our family friends.
Right. I assume so.
yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of off doing their own
So I
thing.
would say I'll go grab them and we'll head to Joel's.
Okay.
Let's do it. Who's got the head? You got the head now?
I've got the head, yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
I've got the notes. Stack of notes.
Just walking around the bar with a head around my fucking
Should have put it in a bag or something.
Alright, so we're heading Joel's.
Yeah.
Good.
So, go into
Over
the
to
warehouse. It's 9 p.m.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he's still, yeah, Gillen's.
Alright. So, knock on the door.
Well, there's a,
I figure leather and or lace or someone is
Oh, you
probably
mean my
outside.
woman?
Yeah.
Is everybody your woman and or man?
Pretty
Only
much.
if they're cute.
Pretty much. When we get to break, I'll show you one of my notes for Bob.
Like horny lizard.
She's like, great horny toads!
so that kid you met in the militia, Sten,
Sten, yeah.
he's
Sten.
standing guard outside the warehouse.
Oh, okay.
So he recognizes you guys, and he's gonna lead you down. You know, you vouch for Lunny's crew.
Right. Is it Lunny's crew or Chris's crew?
It's up to you.
Chop chop.
I mean, Chris seems like the type of broad that would be in charge of
Right,
everything
right.
she does.
I wrote it down as Chris
Yeah.
himself.
So we'll start calling it Chris's crew.
Alright.
That just sounds better anyway. So you guys gonna head down. Joel is sitting there at his desk, leather and lace again, flanking him.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
Hey.
now, welcome back. I'm assuming you have good news for me.
They have news.
I mean, if you don't have good news, you probably shouldn't have come back.
I'll walk up to his desk and just thump the fog's head on it.
I'll walk up behind him and bring out the notes, and I say, Cecily, we're going to do some more looking into Cecily. We've heard from multiple sources.
Interesting. Okay, give me a few minutes to look these over.
Can I explain what happened and what we saw in the tunnel? And,
Well, let me.
okay.
He wants to take a few minutes and look at what you brought him.
Look at the letters, yeah. That's probably the most concrete evidence we have.
Yeah, and the head doesn't even phase him.
Right, and well, then I'll also tell him that, you know, we came across these people as well that were...
Silver, all in good time, my friend. But he's gonna take a few minutes, you know, he's gonna kinda, you know,
read and skim through the letters.
brush you off a little bit. Not rudely, but just kinda, you know, give me some
His
space.
attention is elsewhere.
And Leather's gonna escort you off to in the corner to a table you did not notice was there before.
Okay.
And sit you down while you wait on him. And, you know, Chris and them are kind of saying, like, what the fuck?
Can I do something really?
You can try.
I want to rip a little piece of paper out of my notebook, because it's Leather who's with us, right?
Yes.
And I want to pass this note to Bob, which says you should tell this to Leather.
Are we in high school?
I thought
Yes,
for
we
sure
are.
this was gonna
Can
be, do you like me, yes or no?
No. You want to hear what I'm telling Bob to say, which Bob can choose whether or not to say to Leather?
Oh yeah.
You know, are you a gelatinous cube? Because I feel like this encounter is going to end up with me inside of you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Were you
So-
planning this since last week?
It's up to Bob whether or not to say
You
that.
just saw that joke, didn't you?
I did!
Yeah.
It's so good!
Well, while that's happening,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just now realize we haven't told Chris.
For anybody that doesn't know what a gelatinous cube is, it's about a 7-foot tall piece of Jell-O that all it does is it's acidic, and all it does is run around dungeons eating shit.
Glomps on you.
Oh yeah.
So, while that's happening, I'm gonna just now realize that we haven't really told Chris who Joel is and why I've asked them to accompany us to
Oh, yeah.
Fairguard. So I'm gonna kind of debrief Chris and her whole crew.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Fine.
they just kind of followed with you.
Right, I'm just gonna say, you know, Joel hired us to go down there, that's why we were there, and just kind of give them a quick debrief on why we're here, who Joel is, and
Yeah, Chris
what the deal
Chris
is.
kind of looks around. She's She's got that kind of aristocratic air about her,
Gotcha.
and just very disapprovingly
That's
looks
fine.
around. Lonnie and Lenny are all excited.
I'm gonna say
Bouncing.
probably by tomorrow we'll end up taking this to either the council or the mayor. But this is our first stop.
Why?
These are the people who hired us. You were hired by
Well, the council hired you as well.
right, but well.
I'm curious.
I'm
why-
leaving that part out. I'm not telling her that
Yeah,
Joel
okay.
also hired us on the side.
Okay.
I'm just giving them an idea of why
Make
we're
a
at Joel's
deception check.
warehouse.
Make a deception check.
That'd be deception?
Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be
okay.
because you're leaving information.
I guess I'm-
you're lying by omission.
I'm abstaining. Yeah. That's cocked. That's
Doesn't matter. It was a nat 20.
Fine.
I mean, unless you got a nat 20.
No.
Okay. They know you're leaving something out. And
Okay.
they're gonna kind of press, not hard press, but kind of press for information.
Okay. Well,
What exactly are you leaving out, Silver?
well, we were also. Well, then I'll just tell them at that
Okay.
point. We were also hired by the council, but based on the information we found, this city's council is involved
Yeah.
with what's going on. So that's why we're not going directly to the council and we're coming to an outside party first, because the council may not be trustworthy.
Yeah, be some of
Or at the very least, one member of Fairguard's council may not be trustworthy. There may be more. So that's why we're going to an outside party first. Because he also has further information regarding this, which is why he also hired us.
And Lenny's gonna look up at you just grin. Well, you should have just told us that.
Okay.
Don't lie to your friends, man.
I would have helped, but I was
You did
too
a voice
busy
there. That was
thinking.
pretty good.
Lenny has way
Jan?
too much energy.
It wasn't very good, but thank
Your
you.
girl
Oh, yeah,
voice
that's
is getting
great.
better.
I've been working. You would not believe how many hours I've spent working on that. Thank God I work alone.
Like, oh, what?
Okay, but can I say that pickup line to leather?
You can. You can make
So you want to do
a.
it right. You need to wait for the opportunity.
Okay,
Well,
okay. I'll wait for the perfect
Okay,
opportunity.
okay.
I'll wait for the perfect opportunity. I need to write that down.
You needed to be like, as we're leaving, maybe she's coming off a shift or something.
Yeah, like right as we're
If
leaving.
you need to use the room, I get it. That's chill.
Put a sock on the doorknob.
How do you spell gelatinous?
Gelatinous.
Gelatinous.
Gelatinous cube.
Gelatin ooze.
I saw you almost spit.
Gelatin ooze.
Okay, are you a gelatinous cube because I want to be inside of
Because
you?
I
No.
feel like this encounter is going to end up with
With
me
me
inside. It's so bad.
What is that from?
I saw it. I will post a link to the video by I can't remember her name. Wonderful D&D girl on YouTube who talks about D&D, and she had a list of 50.
D&D pickup line?
Yeah, it was awesome. That was my favorite.
Yeah, you have to give her credit.
I will. Yes,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
awesome. Link below.
Yes. This is the exact piece
Yeah.
you handed me. I'm just gonna look at you. Yeah, I put it in my pocket real quick.
She really is a horned toad.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Stop.
All this tells me is that if there's an actual zombie apocalypse, I'm not rolling with you guys.
Why?
Because you guys will sleep with the zombies.
You ever watch Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
Fucking Tina.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
These are my notes for Rob.
Yosemite
Just
Sam's gonna
Oh my god. What is this?
the last one.
Wants to bone all the things.
It's 20 by 10.
Great horny toad.
Like I said before, life's too short to not be bi.
Right?
You're more than bi. You're like poly pansexual.
My character is.
That's what I mean. Your character. I'm Kit Roll, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so,
Silver's just not going to take too much part in that conversation.
okay,
I'm
so
just
while
quietly
you guys are
chuckling.
while you guys are doing that, it takes about 10 minutes to flip through the notes. And he's gonna call you back over to the desk. And what the fuck was that?
That was me
We're
walking
walking over.
I'm fucking tired.
What are you stopping?
Because I'm fucking tired. I want to go to bed.
Okay. So, first thing he's gonna ask you is, you know, so I appreciate the memento, Silver, but what is the point of this head?
You pissed me off.
That was the leader of the shit that was going on down there, and he was being funded by Cecily,
Down
which is what
where?
he told us. We found, I'll explain about the tunnels we
Okay.
found, and
Where they were located.
Yeah.
Farms, yeah.
And I also, I want to mention that we had heard rumors about Cecily before, and this is now, again, another confirmation that Cecily is who we're going
Right.
to look into.
Okay. So yeah, he's okay. Well, you guys did great work. This is all I need.
Does Joel have any information?
So what he's gonna tell you, he'll take care of Cecily.
So
Don't mention her to the council.
I want to just aside really quick, because he told us last time we talked to him that he would give us 500 gold to bring proof of who,
Mm-hmm.
but he would give us an extra 200 if we stopped them legally.
Right.
So,
So he considers this fulfillment of contract. So
the
so you guys get the full payment.
700.
The 700?
You get the full
yeah, we
payment.
stopped, and we haven't stopped her yet.
You brought him what he needs to stop her. He considers that completion.
I mean, okay, but
Because he doesn't want, because she's a member of the council, he wants to deal with this himself.
okay. I'm not gonna argue with 700
He
gold.
doesn't
Wait,
want.
so I can't use my new spider boots?
Well, just
Let me frankly about
You don't have
And
any red roots just
Be-
yet.
because
still
Navag was
looking
the
at
one running the group kidnapping farmhands,
Yeah.
you stopped him. It was not an illegal action.
He did say an extra 200 gold for stopping the slavery as well.
That's part of that. So
So the extra
so
two.
total payment is 900 gold.
Okay,
I
so
thought
he
the total
said.
was 700.
So he said 200 for stopping the slavery, 500 for bringing proof of who was on the council, and 200 separately for stopping legally the person on the council.
Alright,
And
so
the total offer was 900.
then that's what you get.
Okay.
You want to argue it? I'll take it down to 4.
No, I'm not arguing that. I was just, yeah, but I want an inside check because something doesn't feel right to me about that. Like, he hired us to do a thing and then is telling us to stop short but still paying us in full, so.
Well, he feels like you did because. Well, insight check. I'm not going to explain it because you don't know why. But that's what he's offering.
Right.
There's a reason for this. I'm not just doing it because fuck it.
It's only 13.
Okay, yeah, he's telling the truth, man. You get
Can I say, you know, our services are still available if you'd like some assistance.
Oh, I have
because
plenty of work for you guys.
I made
Oh.
leather and lace.
plenty of work
Oh, plenty of work for us.
for us.
You did a great job. I really like how you handled this.
Well,
And
just as a point of fact, Nafag mentioned.
I
they
really
weren't-
appreciate the fact that you interrupt me, Silver. Thank you. That's great. And he's gonna make a little note on a piece of paper.
Don't mind my friend. Well, okay.
That wasn't the DM talking. That was the DM talking. I know how much you love to interrupt me. You don't want to interrupt him.
Silver's making the same face. that
Yeah.
I make.
And he's making the same face I am.
So, anyway,
He's gonna make another little note.
what about this other work then? I'd love to hear about it. Because we weren't fully expecting to look into Cecily ourselves to get back to you. But we wanted to stop by with you first with what we already found out.
He's a little pissed off at you guys now. He just talked to Silver about interrupting him. He was in the middle of a sentence, and then you just interrupted Silver to interrupt him.
Nobody was talking. It was awkward silence. I was trying to break the tension.
And it didn't work.
Okay, see that. I see
Yeah,
that.
it didn't work.
Can I persuade?
Not now. So he does have more work for you guys. He wants you, so make note of that, 900 gold.
Yeah.
And you guys still have the contract with the council.
The council as
If-
well.
If you want to, how you want to handle that is up to you. But he would prefer it if you just let him handle Cecily.
Then I would ask at that point, because I'll tell him, obviously the council's also hired us for a
Well, yeah, he
particular
knows that.
task, so should we present that evidence? Would you like us to wait until after you handle Cecily to present that evidence, or before you handle Cecily?
Cecily will be handled tonight.
Okay.
And he's going to toss you the head back.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead and use this. And I assume that's our business is complete for the night.
What was the other job?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That was it from Joel.
Yeah, he has more work for you. He'll send somebody to get you when he's ready to discuss it.
Okay.
Well, we are
Very
planning
well.
in the next couple days to maybe head to Alphast. Will you be able to send word there?
I'll find you wherever you are.
Okie dokie.
Good enough.
And I
I'm
don't.
gonna, I guess, relieve Chris and her crew, since we don't need their assistance as far as well, we might still need them for proof of the council, huh? And I already paid for them for a room for the night. So
Yeah.
we'll hang on to that until.
Yeah. Well, I
Well,
also.
remember they have the glaive.
Yeah, I was gonna
They
point
have
out
the-
to
yeah, they have the
Joel.
glaive, yeah.
They were hired to get this demonic weapon, and they're taking it. But we wanted to show it to you as well.
Okay, so now you cut his interest again. So he's gonna have them lay it out, and you could, as soon as they lay it out and unwrap it, you could just see, like he's been a pretty, what's the word? God, my vocabulary sucks tonight. Pretty stoic
Mhm.
thus far. You can see a look of shock and almost pain
Pain.
across his face when he just immediately wrap it back up, get that the fuck out of here. And he's gonna advise you. I would definitely take that to the council.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
Can I ask what you know about this weapon?
As I said earlier, Viridian, our business is concluded for the night.
Okie dokie.
I'll find you if I need you.
Okay.
Well, let's head out then.
All right, we mosey out of there.
So I'm gonna say that entire,
Is Leather walking?
I was gonna say.
oh no, Stan is walking you out.
Oh,
What's Leather doing? Do I like
She's
peek
gonna,
over?
she's gonna go back and flank, Joel again.
And I'm gonna take that opportunity to kind of interrupt you and be like, I need to talk to you first. Before we go back to Gillen's lawyer.
So you guys are leaving at this point.
Right, I'm whispering this to
And
you.
this,
Okay.
I'm gonna say this entire scenario took about an hour.
Okay, so it's about 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very slow reader.
Well, there were a lot of pages.
It was a stack.
And then the
That's-
conversation, he kept getting interrupted. That really slowed things down.
So, outside the warehouse, I'm gonna thank Chris. I've already paid for their room for the evening and ask if, first thing in the morning, if they'll accompany us to the council to also present our evidence there.
Absolutely, because this assists with their, I mean, you guys are all working towards the same goal.
The same goal,
Yeah.
right.
They're more than happy to help.
And, but before we get too far, I'm gonna talk to the whole group about this, but Bob, you got these, whoa, shit. Bob
No.
would actually
You don't know about the
We
magic
don't.
items
Yeah, we
yet.
don't know about that.
Fuck.
Yeah, you won't know until, for
1
another,
p.m.
3 hours?
1 a.m. Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna tell the whole group and maybe ask Bob for help, because at this point I know Bob's pretty stealthy. I kinda wanna post up and follow Joel. This whole thing, this whole thing felt off.
Okay, how are you?
So I wanna,
So Stan takes up his position outside the door.
right, I wanna say we get,
Yeah,
50 or so
walk.
yards away from the warehouse.
Well, I'm just letting you know, you can't just walk back into the.
Yeah,
And I'm not
Okay.
trying. I'm not trying to. But what I'm gonna say, we'll walk out of earshot of Sten, and I want to talk to the whole group about this. But something doesn't feel right to me about how that just went down. We only did about half of that contract, and he's paying us for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he also said Cecily will be handled tonight.
Right.
I'm definitely interested in what's gonna happen
So,
to
Yeah.
Cecily
I mean, as
tonight.
much as I want to sleep,
Oh,
I
we need
don't-
to
We
sleep.
need to post up too.
I don't feel right. So if you guys want to head back to Gillen's Glory, if Bob, if you're down, me and Bob can post up and maybe stake out Joel a little bit and see what he does to take care of Cecily.
Okay,
I just want you guys to be. He did he give us the 900 gold?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you guys.
Just checking. Just checking.
No, he's a man of his word.
Okay. I just want you guys to be careful because he's definitely, there's something about him, and I don't know if you saw the way he reacted. That I think that he's got some revenge plot going on, and if you feel,
And I mean,
I don't.
my whole thing, and again, I really don't care if he's got a political goal out of this, but I don't know, that just didn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
We also seem to know something about that weapon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He almost seemed like he was hurt by it just by looking at
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I think that there's something else going on, and he's not a very open person. So I think it's a good idea if we just keep an eye out. But please be careful, you guys, because I don't think he's the guy you want to cross.
And remember, you already pissed him off once tonight.
it.
Yeah.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
No.
I
he
have
doesn't
+7 stealth though.
Right, well that's what I was thinking about it.
My smarter
So
will
I'm
be-
not trying to be too close. I just want to observe. I'm not going to try and intercede anything. I'm
So
just
how?
trying to
Okay, so
observe.
how
Is
are
that
you?
with the boots?
What's
though?
your game plan
No,
for
that's
observation?
without.
So
The boots aren't in yet.
Could they
I
question for
would
the
probably,
DM?
yeah.
Could they see?
So that's
Could they
bullshit.
see his
it's
warehouse
always
from
been
the Wicked
+7.
Rest or the Broken Back? Because they're pretty close together. Like, could they post up in one of those rooms and
Or
watch?
like around the perimeter of one of these buildings in the shadows.
You could. It's feasible. Yes.
Okay. Because then I guess the idea, because it was pretty close to the Wicked Rest, if we post up maybe along the backside of the Wicked Rest, wait for whoever leaves Joel's warehouse, because Joel also doesn't seem like the guy that he's going to get his hands dirty. I feel like he's going to dispatch one of his crew to take care of Cecily. Again, trying to stay completely out of sight,
Mhm.
not trying to be in any range to intercede with anything, I'm just observing. I
Right.
have 60-foot dark vision and maybe a stealthy motherfucker assisting me, is my whole plan.
Okay.
So far enough back to where I can see and be assisted by Bob's stealthiness, just to kind of loosely follow whatever leaves Joel's warehouse,
Okay.
is my idea.
Okay.
And hopefully it happens in the next couple hours so I can still get along.
Okay. Well, I will give you this. It doesn't matter how long you sit out there. Make it. Both of you just make a perception check.
Perception.
You with disadvantage, Bob, because you don't have dark vision.
You
Would
said
I be-
perception?
Perception.
Okay, so but would I be able to cancel it out and make it a straight roll with an
No.
assist? And not roll myself? Or do we both roll and she still has to roll disadvantage?
If you assist her,
It'd be a straight roll.
then you don't roll.
Gotcha.
It's a straight roll for her or for him.
Perception, let's both roll. That's fine. That is 17.
17 total.
17 total.
Didn't you just have one?
Wait, you said with disadvantage.
It's disadvantage.
So I have 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's
17 for you?
it's up to
You would have
you
seen something.
how long you want to how long you want to stay. But in the first, 4 hours, you don't actually see anything that you're looking for. So it's up to you if you want to stay longer.
That would put us at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Wait, I can get my boots now.
Well, we wouldn't know
We
that.
don't
till
know
we're
that
past. If we're posted up here, we
Well,
wouldn't
they
know
don't
about
put
your
it in.
boots until we get back here. So,
Well, how long does it take to get
Oh,
over
and
there?
actually, sorry, I need both of you to make a stealth check too, because you guys are trying to stay hidden and out of sight.
can I just let Bob do that with maybe advantage because he's stealthy as fuck.
But then you won't be stealth. It'll only be Bob.
Okay. That's not awesome. Well, it's all right. I got an okay stealth. That's 14.
Okay.
15.
15? Okay, yeah, you guys are fine.
So we weren't seen.
You
we
weren't
also
seen,
don't
but you didn't see anything in the first 4 hours.
I don't know. What do you think, Bob? You want to just go crash? Looks like.
Well, he said he wanted to
He said
handle
he was
her
going to handle it
tonight.
tonight, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning now. Which means we'd have to sleep until 10 to get a full long rest. Or we could push for another 2 hours and just sleep in super late tomorrow.
I don't have any spells or anything like that.
I don't either.
So I don't. A long rest.
A long rest
I'm
would be
good.
great, but also
I can stand to not have a long rest right now. We can still.
let's
we can
push
check it
another
out.
2 hours.
Okay, so same thing, stealth check first.
Stealth first.
Let's determine that first.
15.
14, 21.
Oh yeah, you guys are fine.
Alright.
Fucking Bob, you don't even see Bobby. Invisible.
And then perception next.
Yeah, and then perception with disadvantage for you, Bob, because you don't have dark vision.
18.
Okay?
7.
7. Okay, yeah, 2 more hours, you don't see anything.
Nobody leaves the warehouse.
And Stan is just,
Sten hasn't. He's
Yeah.
just posted up the whole time.
he's fucking, he's British Royal Guard right now.
So it's like 6.
It's
no,
like
it's not
4
6.
a.m.
It's
It's
4.
4 a.m.
The reason nobody leaves is because everybody's using those fucking underground passages.
I was gonna say
They got
that,
'em
but we're
everywhere.
not here. But we
Yeah.
can't. I was gonna say that, but we're not here. We went back to go sleep.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say let's call it quits. Go get some
I think
rest.
there's some suspicious going on. They
For
either
sure.
have the underground tunnels or they know that we're watching them and they are choosing not to do anything.
Or fucking Joel's probably got a wizard that he's got. You know, they could be teleporting. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be a lot of things that, you know, maybe they're not going to directly exit the warehouse. Have we, with those perception rolls, and with our vantage to anywhere around us, have we heard anything unusual?
Just normal, the normal traffic around the area. There's no, they don't stop serving booze at 2 a.m. in this town.
Right,
So
right.
there's drunks wandering by.
Right, but no.
There's militia wandering by, but it's all just what you would consider standard traffic.
But like no like call to arms or screams or
It's
oh
just
no, Cecily was just killed.
Just standard traffic.
So
Alright, I'm gonna say
we should head back, but I think the fact that we haven't seen them yet and we know that he said that he
she
wanted
would
to
take
deal
her
with her.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that just makes it more suspicious. Like
Right.
what's going on?
Well, and again, you might be right. There could be an underground path here too.
Alright, well let's go back. Let's get
Post up.
some
Let's get some
sleep.
rest.
And then in the morning we can tell everybody about what we found. Or lack of.
Right. I'm gonna, when we get back, slip a note under Viridian's door telling her we just got back at 4 a.m. so we're sleeping in.
Okay.
So they don't go
Fair
to the
enough.
council without us. Because I still have Nafog's head too.
Alright, so long rest.
Yeah. You guys all get a long rest. You're in,
Hey!
you're in the tavern, no problem.
Yes.
Well, after 4 sessions, we get a long rest.
Fucking ready for this long rest.
I'm trying to think if I need to prepare any different spells.
What would you say a long rest is?
8 hours.
Fuck.
The D&D Beyond tells you a long rest is 8 hours.
Yeah.
So we wake up at like 12. Ooh.
So do we want to just jump to
So-
noon when me and Bob wake up, or did you?
Well, you guys got back to the tavern.
You left us.
Not
let
you
me
guys,
know.
the rest of the party.
Right.
You guys got back to the tavern at 10.
Okay.
So what would you like to have been doing during this time? Vadimir, Kitril, and Viridian.
Where'd you find that?
So, oh no, you're still working.
I'm working.
What would you two like to
I'm
do?
working.
Just click on
I want to talk to our friends if I can.
Okay.
So
They might open up a little bit more now that nobody's trying to fuck them.
right? No, they're gone.
I wasn't trying to.
Oh
be-
my
no,
God.
Oh yeah, you were.
I lied. I lied.
Can I?
Doug and I talked about that later, and we both had the same feeling about that.
Oh,
What though? we just want to fuck everybody?
Yeah.
Like you're
Isn't it
saying
supposed
she
to be
bones
the-
anything, or he bones anything, you bone just,
These poor halflings. These poor halflings.
I spent most of my time in the forest with an older man. So
That is now
Oh my
canon.
that is canon.
That is
That's my
canon.
backstory.
Well, the,
Oh God, oh God.
what's playing through my head is now canon.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I want to sit down with them. Can I buy them a round of ale or something?
No, you cannot. They will not let you pay for their shit.
Okay.
It's a joke. Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. So, and I'll buy Vladimir a round too, since he's.
And you'll find yourself surprised at just how hard and how quick Lunny drinks.
Yeah.
Like she's a hardcore bitch. Her
Lunny's the warrior.
yeah, her constitution is like
I'm gonna be
19.
pissed. Oh my gosh.
So, can I want to
one
ask.
trick up my sleeve.
I want to ask our new friends.
Oh, on the next break, remind me. I want to talk to you about something about the one shot.
Right.
I keep forgetting.
Right.
How did you guys get together? How did you start adventuring together?
So they were actually about a year ago contracted. Lenny and Lenny were contracted to work with Chris. She's a cleric of Tyr, and
Tyr.
Chop Chop is her bodyguard, basically. And so they were contracted to work alongside them on a job, and they've just they clicked, and they've just been adventuring since together. Yeah, they're all best friends.
Where are you guys from?
They would actually be from. That's a good question. They would be from Shoal. Shul. That's where my other party's adventuring. That's the country to the west of you.
Country to the west. Where is Sorbs compared to Lahan?
It's to the east.
Okay. West. Sorbs is to the east.
And just to be sure, because I said this outside, we determined you're from Sorbs as well, right? Originally?
No. I forget. We didn't actually determine where they picked me up.
I thought we had done that. But if we haven't, then that's where they picked you up. was in Sorbs.
I wouldn't really have any awareness of that because I just got picked up by the circus.
I thought we had talked about that. That's fine. Anyway,
And
I don't
then-
want to
yeah.
get distracted from
Okay.
what we're doing.
Yeah, I grew up in the circus. I didn't really grow up in a country. I grew up in the circus country.
Well, the circus originated in Sorbs.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, I knew about the Hell Riders and stuff last night too, so that would make sense that I knew about those stories from the circus. Okay. Was from Sorbs. Cool.
I swear to God, we talked about that one night. But anyway,
Yeah, that's fine. What are your plans after?
they're going to Alfast.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's their plans next.
Are you looking for another job once you're there?
Oh yeah, they're always taking. They mostly take church jobs.
Yeah.
They're working for the Temple of Tyr in Alfast right now
Clergy.
because Chris is a cleric.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys helping us with this evidence. You know, with this
Sure,
weapon.
it's all good. Lenny's just down in beers. She's like a fucking dwarf, man.
Just so I'm clear,
You were here.
Mhm.
You're at the table. I bought you a
and
drink.
this, what time is this?
This
is between 10 p.m.
When they were doing
and
their.
4 a.m.
Yeah,
Okay.
me and
Yeah.
Bob are scoping
That's
out
fine.
Joel.
I'm going to
So
bed
he's not
at
done.
1.
He's not done yet.
I'm going to bed at 1 when
No.
Kit Roll's done.
Right.
When Kit Roll's going to
So
bed.
this is a 3-hour period. While
So
you're
between
there.
10 and 1. Yeah. Because then we'll get up at 9, but then I'll see your note. Anyway.
Yeah, I lean over and, I thank them for their help,
Mhm.
and then I lean into the chop shop. Do I know he can't talk?
He hasn't talked thus far.
Okay, well, I say something to him. Dwarvish.
Yeah, he looks at you kind of shy.
Yeah. I just said, it's good to see you, brother, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and you guys do the whole,
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll do that.
Yeah,
I love that.
you throw the horns.
Oh, that's another thing. I wanted to talk about when I get the armor, what it looks like. Because I was looking at some stuff on the Hero Forge. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to make it look like that.
Yeah, I'll let you do a certain amount of customization on that.
Okay, now you did say you had a helmet.
Yeah, it came with the helmet. So it's a full set of armor. It's got the helmet, it's got the breastplate, it's got the pauldrons, it's got the greaves, it's got the boots, it's got the gauntlets. It's a full set of armor.
You said that plus 1 to AC?
Yes, it's a permanent +1 to AC. So your AC is like 21 with that armor. Stupid.
So we put you in the front.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry.
But the way he rolls, it's not gonna matter.
I'm not here. So
Your armor class is 21
With the shield.
with the shield.
So without the shield, it's 19.
Yeah,
So remember that when you use a two-handed weapon, it's 19.
got it.
When you use it as a one-handed, it's
I'll
21.
be using two-handed weapon quite often.
Yeah, so
still 19 is a really high fucking AC. But sorry, I'm not here.
I'm telling you guys, this is ridiculous. In first edition, you would not start with. I'll get this right. I cannot believe how high your armor class is for a level 1 character.
Can I ask our friends, now that we've been drinking for a bit and kind of opening up to each other, can I ask if any of them have heard of Udar? What
They
that
have
is?
not.
Okay. And so Chris is the cleric,
Yep.
and then Linny's the druid.
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask if either of them sense anything odd magically around me? I've been having some weird shit going on lately.
Okay. Yeah, they take a second and they kind of focus it, and they do not.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I'm not just being a dick. There's a reason why they do.
Yeah. She would ask too much.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to think I'm just being a dick.
No, I
and
get it,
holy
but
shit.
Brittany would be like, help me!
We've had that conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a dick, but.
Anything else you want to talk to them about, Bad?
No. Now they're going with us in the morning.
Yeah, they're going with us to the council.
Mhm.
So,
So yeah, I'm pooped. So he's gonna go save
Stonk
the
out.
nights and did we buy rooms?
we did.
Okay.
We've got
Yeah,
rooms.
everybody's squared away.
Well, I'm going back up there right now and crash out.
Okay.
Get my long rest.
Same.
So you guys already did your long rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
And so we wake up in the morning at 9,
And you find.
and I
his
find
note.
the note. So I'm gonna let them sleep in, and I'm gonna let our friends know, hey, friends didn't get back till late. Do you mind waiting around with us till noon before we go to the council?
So yeah, everybody's like, oh yeah, no problem. And then Chop kind of reaches up and taps Chris, and he's just kind of like, oh yeah, we have to be quick. We have to get the hell out of here. So
When do you need to leave?
as soon as we can.
Okay.
So yeah.
Do you want-
They're kind of in a. Well, I mean, they're not gonna say wake them up. It's like once they get up, let's get a move on.
Okay. So we'll post up here, and then we'll go as soon as we can.
Okay.
I really appreciate you guys waiting for us.
Okay. So you guys head off. I'm gonna assume you get up, you eat breakfast, right?
Mhm.
Whatever you want to do.
Actually, sorry, real quick.
Yes, sir.
I had a second thought while I'm still asleep. I'm gonna prepare detect magic.
Okay.
Instead, I'm gonna do ensnaring strike and detect magic.
Okay.
I love how you had a second thought while you were still asleep.
Yes. Yeah, I dreamed about it.
Hey, I do that.
He does it.
Okay. So we hung out. We talked. Oh, so I'm assuming. So Kit Row, what did you find out about the stuff while we're waiting on these chuckleheads?
Dad, we got some stuff.
Got some stuff.
Yeah.
Now we all have stuff.
+1 short sword, 2 +1 daggers, some boots of spider kind or whatever the hell they're called.
Spider climbing.
Spider climbing.
Slippers of spider climbing.
Bob would wear slippers.
Amulet of armor and a full plate mail.
So we've already
+1.
dispersed.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their shit.
What about with the 900 gold from Joel?
Oh yeah, we.
So yeah, I mean, I already did the math on that, but we can do that afterwards.
Yeah.
I would prefer to do gold after this session.
Okay.
I've already got it broken down in the math and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys gonna head to the
So
council?
when we wake up, I'm assuming you'll find me and I'm fine. Let's go straight to it. I know we're holding things up, so.
Did you find out anything?
Nothing, literally nothing. No one left that warehouse.
Weird.
We stayed there until 4 a.m. and no one left that warehouse. So they have to have a tunnel or some
Or they knew
magical
or
means
something.
of transportation that,
Or maybe they were able to communicate somebody else to go take care of it.
or they could turn invisible. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have happened.
Yeah.
I didn't have any, I could.
Well,
maybe
maybe
spell
we'll find
out.
something out when we go to the council if Cecily's there or not.
Very likely. So with that being said, if you guys could maybe lead, if Cecily's there, before we go inside,
Yeah.
I want to cast some stuff before we go inside if Cecily's there. If she's
Okay.
not there, whatever. If she is there, I'm going to post up in the back of the group and let me know. If we can see as we enter, I don't know.
Okay.
But that's my thought.
Also, while we're waiting in the morning before these jokers get up, I would like to make a potion of healing.
Okay, so make a,
Actually, 3 if I can.
Yeah, it's 3 hours.
I've got all the
what,
stuff.
so you went to bed at 1, you're gonna be up at 9,
10, 11, 12, so it's 3 hours.
3 hours? Yeah, I would say go ahead and make 3, was it nature or survival, I think I said, yeah.
And it'd be a fail and a pass and a pass.
Okay, so-
18, 17 and a 4.
So you use 3 ingredients, and you only use 2 vials, because you only make 2 successfuls.
No, and Vladimir and Viridian both get 1.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, because on a fail, you waste the ingredients.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Okay, cool. And actually, yeah, I'll think about that later. I haven't been thinking about that. Okay, so you guys are gonna head to the council?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so it's noon, right?
interestingly enough, Stan is standing guard outside the council.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Sten also is a double agent.
Well, remember, he's part of the militia
He
as well.
was, yeah.
Right, that's right. Sten and Lace came out to look at the bodies.
I
right,
was
you're
surprised
right.
to see him with Joel, yeah.
Stan guarding council. This motherfucker doesn't sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, when we left Joel's warehouse, it was 4 a.m. and he was still on guard. So
Fuck.
Yeah, and they're gonna let you guys. He's gonna let you guys pass. You know, he's gonna. You know, there's another guard as well. You don't
right,
recognize.
so he has to keep up appearances.
So they're gonna keep you waiting for about 10 minutes. You know, while they go into the council, let them know you're here.
From that vantage, would we know if Cecily is there?
No,
Okay.
the doors are closed.
Okay, then I'm not going to bother with that original thought.
Okay. And you go in, and the entire council is convened,
Oh.
minus Cecily.
Minus Cecily.
What is
So the
the
council,
mood of the room?
well, so first off, the council, because you guys haven't met.
Everybody, yeah. We've only
Everybody.
met Will Harbus
Uh-huh.
and,
No, we've met.
You met Will Hardis, I know that.
And-
I met Will Hardis.
Fidel?
Okay, you met Vidal?
we've met Will Harbus before, and then there was another guy who I don't think we got his name.
Fairguard Council. We have met Sid, Cecily,
Sid.
Will Harvis, and Vidal.
Okay, so the extra member today is Unar.
Uno.
It's UNNAR. He is actually, he's the head of the council. So even though they're a council, somebody has to be, you know,
The president.
yeah, exactly, the boss man, basically.
So
yeah, you guys
is that
have not
all
met
who's
yet.
there?
That's everybody that's there. That's the
everybody in
entirety of the council.
Minus Cicely
Yes.
is there. Okay, Cecily.
Hey there, buddy.
And the mood in the room is not pleasant.
Okay.
Is Joel there?
Joel is not there.
Is anybody else in there besides like guards?
There's just guards.
Okay.
There's 6 guards in the room, and then the 2 guards out front.
Okay.
You get the feeling the guards are on high alert right now.
Right, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up to Will Harvest, because he's the one we talked to the most, who seemed pretty nice to us. I'm gonna
Well, okay, so
or do they lead us to him?
you can try. I mean, it's a council, so they're behind a desk
Yeah.
all together.
Okay.
Right.
So you know,
We just approach the table.
exactly. You don't like go approach an individual.
Yeah.
I mean, you can direct your comments to an individual.
Yes, I'm gonna like meet his eyes. Go. I'm going to say hello to the ones whose names I know.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna say hello. Good morning, Sid, Will Harvest, Vidal, and I'm sorry I haven't met you yet.
That is Unar. He's the head of the council.
Wonderful to meet you. We've been looking into the slavery issue and these attacks that have been going on, and you have the head.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to tell them,
Just can't run it.
yeah, we're gonna tell them without talking about the Cecily stuff
For now.
and the Abakio stuff. Right? I'm assuming we chatted this beforehand. Can we do that?
We probably
No,
should
okay.
have,
Okay, so
Can we rewind time?
what I'm gonna do, because that coffee is tearing through me, I need to use the restroom again. I'm gonna let you guys take a quick minute
Okay,
Alright.
to backtrack
So the council.
and
right before we go in.
converse.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
okay.
the council
How you wanna do
hired us
this?
about the slavers.
They heard us about the slavers and the people getting
But
abducted.
well, at this point of us having this conversation, we don't know Cecily's not there yet. So what do you guys
It
think
was
should
Joel who
Joel brought up the demon
the
worship.
black magic.
Yes.
Okay.
The
And the
council
murders.
only hired
The
us
council-
about the slavers.
The slavers and the abductions, they
Yeah.
did not talk about the
They
murders
had no
or
clue
the
about
demon
demon
stuff.
worship. Yeah.
And I just want to say, guys, if Cecily's not there, we don't want to make the council think we were looking into her.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
Well,
But
Joel
we-
did tell us this is all
Why
like
wouldn't she be there?
right, but I still
Between
don't.
us.
I
well,
still don't think
Joel,
Joel's on
sorry,
that.
so I'm assuming we would have told Kitrill
Yeah, we
that
would've- we
Joel
would've debriefed
said
you
on the way
Yeah.
there, Joel said that he was going to take care of Cecily. So whatever that means, if she's not there, I don't think we should,
That means she's probably dead.
yeah, we shouldn't mention, I don't think, we should just mention that we found slavers who were abducting, where they were at Simon's farm, and
The symbols.
this, do we want to talk about the symbols?
Well, maybe not, because that touches the demon part, huh?
Yeah, because they
Just
only
that we
talked to
found
us
that-
about the slavers.
We'll tell them about the mass grave. Well, we already told them about the mass grave.
Yeah, we already told them about that.
So then in connection to that, we'll show them Fog's head. We'll say
Yeah.
we found this
Didn't
person.
we already tell them about the symbol?
No. No,
And
that was
Alter
Joel.
is the farm?
That was Joel.
No.
We didn't-
When
we
we
didn't
came
tell
back
them.
after the mass grave, we were.
All we told them about was the mass grave, and we showed them the bodies with the whip marks. But we didn't talk about Turing's
No.
farm with the council. We only talked about that with Joel.
Got it.
So yeah, we should probably just keep it limited to this is the guy who said he was kidnapping people and either selling them into slavery or taking them into the forest for he doesn't know what.
That sounds good.
And
Hiding
then,
info might get us in trouble.
but also read the room and figure out, because again, we posted at Joel's warehouse until 4 and saw nothing. So Cecily may be there. So we have to kind of read the room and figure out how we're going to handle that part of the situation as well.
I mean, we could bring up that we saw some weird symbols, and we do have our friends with the sword. So we can talk about the demonic stuff that we found.
Which really,
I just,
we probably don't even need them for this, do
well,
we?
Joel did recommend that we bring him to the council, so this
So
might
Joel
be important.
recommended it specifically to show them the
So then-
weapon
so
to
then
prove
we're gonna
demonic.
Right, so we're gonna have to talk about the demonic stuff
Okay.
with the council because that sword is obviously imbued with
Not-
some kind of power.
Yeah, I just think
Or sorry, the
maybe,
glaive.
Thank you.
I just think it might not
It is obviously
be,
imbued with something.
I think it might not be too smart, depending on if Cecily's there or
If
not.
Cecily's there, then like again we have to read the room. If Cecily's not there.
She's currently not in the room.
Well, we-
this
this-
conversation's
this-
happening before we
So we're
walk in.
pretending-
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
right. I'm
We're
sorry. I'm sorry.
backtracking a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit,
You're
right.
right. You're right. I'm sorry.
So
Keeping secrets is just gonna get us in trouble. If
I
she's
was
there,
thinking-
she'll react.
That's-
If she's not, she won't react.
that's
I
fair
know,
enough.
it's just if she's got a lot of
but yeah,
power, we don't know.
Bringing in our new friends with this weapon, the only other reason they would be there is because they have this demonically imbued weapon.
Exactly.
So we'll have to bring that up as well.
We don't have the
I don't think there's any
notes.
reason to
I
not
didn't-
No,
tell
Joel kept them.
Joel kept the
Yeah,
notes.
so we'll-
And to
Segue.
be fair, he would not have given them to you anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So we won't accuse Cecily of anything. We did, yeah. We won't accuse Cecily of anything.
You guys read enough to know that somebody was funding them, but it was for you guys. If I remember correctly, you determined it was enough proof for you,
Well,
but it wouldn't have been proof for anybody else, right?
right.
It
My
wasn't
thought was of
concrete
potentially
evidence,
maybe
yeah.
trying to find a handwriting comparison or
Exactly,
something like
right,
that, because
right.
they were only signed C.
Right.
But
So-
either way, we're not going to directly accuse Cecily of anything, but we can segue from this guy was kidnapping people and selling them to slavery.
And he told us he was
Also,
being
by
funded.
the way, he's worshiping demons, and he was carrying around this crazy fucking weapon, and there's a whole other bunch of stuff going on
I say we
beyond
tell them, yeah.
beyond just
yeah.
this slavery business.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to
So-
bring up, invoke Vokiel's name.
No, we don't have to bring up Evakio. We don't have to directly accuse Cecily of anything, but
We should-
Everything else.
we're gonna have to segue from the slavery to the demon worship and how they're tied together.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Fast forward
So
time.
you guys,
Back to the couch
you guys are all good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You good, Bob?
Oh yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So
So-
now you're at the point. Now you're just entering. You're approaching
Yes.
the table.
So we go up, I introduce myself, say hello to the ones I met before,
Mhm.
and
I'll say hi too. Good morning, good afternoon.
yeah,
Mm.
we bring, you've got the head,
Yeah.
and I start to explain what we found at that farm we had talked about before, where there had already been attacks, and then that we found a group underneath in the tunnels,
Mhm.
and all the stuff that we did, that we found that they were worshiping a demon, and then we bring our friends who heard of demonic activity and show them the glaive that we found,
Okay.
and that we heard that they,
You almost killed us with that.
yeah, but that we
Did
took
tell me
care
about
of everybody
Pretty
in
much
that
that. You died.
underground tunnel.
You almost died. You did die.
Yeah, and that the tunnel was collapsed and
Right.
all that, and we can show you where it is and all of that.
Okay.
And this was their leader, Thunk.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not gonna try and role play 9 characters.
That's fine. That's fair.
I mean, I could do it, but it's gonna take the rest of the night
Yeah.
as I sit here and argue with myself.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody wants to watch me argue with myself, but I can do it.
A little bit,
Not
just a little
particularly.
bit.
So, they're gonna let the questions fly, How do you know this is demonic? Chris is gonna introduce herself as a cleric of Tyr. She recognizes it. Nobody wants to touch the damn, because even just getting close to it makes you uncomfortable.
Right.
Right.
Well, and then it
And it
frost
burns
burned
you.
my
Yeah.
hands, right? Yeah.
And then you can, even though they're not smoking now, but you can still see the runes carved into the blade, or
Right.
etched into the blade.
If it's enough for evidence, I'll even cut myself with it to show them the effects.
Cut yourself with it?
Just a little
Touch it.
like a 1 HP nickel.
Just
No.
touch it.
I'm gonna let Vadimir tell you not to.
I strongly recommend you don't do that.
I
We
mean-
don't know what's going on.
I'm not just gonna
And
tell him
then-
to walk over to
I'd already got nicked by it once, so
Grab
I
it.
know what it feels like. If I just
Okay.
nick myself with the tip of the blade.
You do not
No.
cut yourself with it.
Sure, fine.
These two stop you. I kind of want to.
I would think that the halfling.
It's not gonna kill me in one nick. I got hit with the fucking thing.
And what did it do to you after a con save?
Anyway,
I know. I said-
It was out.
so you guys have this conversation. Questions fly. The party introduces themselves. They explain what they're doing there.
We were told by this guy that he was using the slaves for sacrifices to a demon.
Right. So you explain that. So they're obviously distracted.
Okay.
But now, if somebody could remind me, what were the exact tenets of the contract with the council?
That's what I'm trying to.
I have that.
Oh, you have it. Thank goodness. 'cause it's in my hands.
Let's see. You know what? I have so. Oh, come on. Work with me.
I believe it was proof and stopping
It
it.
was proof in stopping it, so it
500 gold
was.
pieces to stop the bandits, 100 gold pieces to
Well,
investigate.
it was
we already got
500 total. We got the 100 for proof that we were doing the investigation, with
Which we
additional
did.
400 for stopping.
So we should get 400
So you
for...
get 400. They consider the job complete.
Okay.
Because all they were concerned about was the attacks on the farms around the town.
Yeah,
Anything
Right.
outside of that was not their purview.
yeah.
Right.
So that exclamation point has been cleared.
At an appropriate moment where I'm not interrupting anyone, I would like to inquire, where is Cecily? In the most nonchalant way possible,
Bless you.
but I do notice
Bless
that the
you.
entire council is present -1. So, again, nonchalant, not pressing anything, but
Me?
by the way,
Kid
where's
Roll's rolling his
Cecily?
freaking
When
eyes.
he says that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I wanted to say hi to her too, and
I
try
want
to
both of you to
persuade.
make the
Oh.
no, it's gonna be deception.
Deception.
Now-
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Because
we kind of have an idea of what happened to
because
Cecily.
you're trying to act this out.
Right.
You could actually do performance Viridian for this.
Could I?
If you
Okay.
want to.
Let me see. Performance or deception, and I don't get advantage.
Deception?
No,
Alright.
absolutely not. You're lucky I'm not having a
17.
disadvantage.
17.
Okay, so you guys do manage to play it off, but you don't get any answers.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, give her my regards.
They are, however,
Might as well.
they are going to, they're impressed with the job you did. You know, job well done, so on and so forth. Pats on the back, yada yada yada. Give each other a tug job, whatever. They're going to ask you if you have any interest in trying to investigate the disappearances that are happening in town now.
Which I think we already kind of are.
But we
right?
haven't talked
You're
about
not
No,
officially
Right,
doing it.
right.
Yeah. What disappearances are you talking about? We've heard rumors,
Make
but
a
I love.
deception check.
I
Okay.
was gonna say before we talk too much.
Shit. 8.
You,
I told them I have heard rumors.
okay, all right. Okay,
I'd love to know more.
I will give you that.
Okay.
So it's the same thing that you heard before.
Okay.
Right.
People have disappeared. There have been a couple of bodies found, and they have the what appears to be a ritualistic carving into their flesh.
Mhm.
But in the last couple of days, there have been more, and they can't get any information on exactly what's going on.
How many more?
So, well, sorry. Can they show us what this carving is? We already have these answers right now. I'm
Yeah.
not out loud.
They can show you. It is not a Vacuo's
It's
symbol.
not a
It is not
So
a
it's-
Vacuo symbol.
Not the
symbol
same
is
one
it?
we saw before.
I will get it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we
I don't
did.
have it on hand.
We
I'll
did
get it to
have
you, though.
confirmed from Joel that the other bodies had this symbol on them
Yeah, Joel confirmed it was the same symbol of a vacuum.
that we
The-
saw
the-
on
the-
the altar.
Right.
There are bodies that do not have that symbol on it.
Are they? So all the ones that are just in the last couple days have a different symbol.
It's a mix.
It's a mix,
It's a mix.
of both. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna let us know. They
I'll
they
give you-
show us what
I'll-
the new symbol is.
I'll give it to
okay.
you. You have the information. I just don't have it on
What
hand.
new symbol?
It
This
makes-
is the first symbol we've ever seen.
Yes, this is.
Well,
So, wait, did he say
Okay, so that
they
was
were
for the
found
players,
with
not the
both?
characters.
Yeah,
Fair enough,
a
Doug.
mix
Fair enough.
of old and new symbol. What were you saying, Phoebe?
So it's
Just
the
wanna make
Evocail
sure.
Yeah,
one
fair
and then
enough.
this new one that we just haven't seen yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But our characters have seen it.
Vacuum was the
Okay.
first one.
But
that was
we've
on the
never
altar
seen that
with
one
the
before.
fall and
No.
stuff.
We have not
Okay.
seen this new one before.
Right.
So, I'd like to ask. Okay, how many disappearances?
What's the
you know,
pay?
what's
So-
the pay? All that good stuff.
In the entirety that they're aware of currently, which should, I mean, theoretically be the entirety. It's not a huge town.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. Christ.
Movie.
There have been a baker's dozen disappearances.
Spooky number 13.
13.
My
13.
birthday. the
Have
13th.
all of. So you said disappearances,
And it's on a
but
Friday this year.
have all of those bodies been found of the 13 who disappeared?
No,
13 disappearances. How many bodies have been found?
9 have been found.
Okay. 9
There are,
bodies.
there are 4 unaccounted for.
Okay, 4 unaccounted for. But all the bodies had one or the other symbol on them.
Yes.
Okay.
And the people that you guys talked about prior to this, their bodies were found. You talked to neighbors.
So that's part of the,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
part of the 9.
That's part of the total.
So Filona and a couple others.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones you have talked about before with neighbors, their bodies were found.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull.
And
her-
again, this is one of those things where the council's been trying to keep it quiet.
Right.
So the townspeople may not know the total number.
But
Yeah.
obviously,
Right?
we know about what's going on, so they're letting us know. Well, I'm gonna kind of interject Viridian quickly and just ask again what the pay is.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be, let's see. They're not gonna give you anything up front because you're investigating in town. You shouldn't need supplies to wander around town. The totality of the job, this one is gonna be, this is completion. There's no investigation
halfway
there.
through.
Finding and stopping
They're
the.
gonna offer you $250
Okay.
in gold.
Okay. And I'm just gonna say to the council that, if we could have a moment to discuss amongst ourselves, because we did have plans to travel to Alfost. So
Okay.
if we could have a moment to see if we can arrange to stay in Fairguard a little while longer than we intended, and then pull the whole group aside.
Yeah, they're actually gonna say, yeah, you can have all fucking day. We've got business to attend to. We don't need an answer right now.
Okay, so
When
then
do you
we-
need an answer by?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
All right, then we will, we'll discuss this amongst ourselves and give you an answer in the morning.
Okay.
Do you guys want to say anything or ask anything before we go?
No, you guys covered it.
Is that cookies and pie?
Completio.
Okay, I spelled it right. It didn't look right though.
I always hate it when that happens.
So many English words don't look
Right,
like
they
they're
don't look
spelled.
English is a fucked up
It's a
language.
dumb language.
We
I
need to
love
learn
it, but it's
common.
a dumb language.
All right, cool. So then, if everybody's good, I'd say, do you need the head?
Oh yeah, you did keep the head.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Throw it into their laps. No, I don't do that. I leave it on the table.
So we head outside with our friends. They have the glaive.
Yep.
So,
Oh, I forgot they were with us.
I know you guys have to get back to Alphos. I know you're on a time limit.
I would say you've helped us enough
Yeah.
at this point. If there's any assistance we can be for you, let us know. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to
Did they need us to go with them to Alphos?
No, we were just offering.
They were there.
They're on a separate job.
They were there specifically for that weapon,
Yeah.
so they've completed their task.
Yeah, they were just helping us out.
maybe we can meet up sometime again when we can remount them for Alphos.
Yeah, always
I mean,
a
we might be
possibility.
making our way down there, so we might look you guys up while we're in Alphos.
Yeah, if you're not on a job when we're down there, we're.
God only knows where they'll be next.
Yeah.
Which god?
Tier.
Well, the halflings have their own gods as well.
Okay. Can I ask? I don't know if you know this yet, but where do they normally stay when they're in Alphos, waiting for a job?
They bunk at the temple.
They bunk at the temple. Okay, so we know if you're in Alphos when we're there, we can look for
Yeah,
you.
because
in
of
the temple of Tyr.
Chris's place in the temple, they get free room and board at the temple.
Okay, well next time when we head out that way, we'll look you guys up and see if you're in town.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
What's their little crew called again?
Chris's crew.
Chris's crew.
I called them Chris and Co in my notes. So.
No, that's even better. Chris and Co. I am okay with that. I didn't know what your group is called at some point.
We
We haven't got there yet.
I think
40 Noobs.
we're getting closer. I don't think in game that's what would be called.
The band of boobs.
We'll think on it. Let's
The
think on it.
Revengers.
The Revengers!
I was going with the horny goats.
The horny toad. Great horny toads!
So what do you guys want to do now? So you guys part ways. They go off.
Yeah.
do
We
the
say
same.
goodbye. Can I hug all of them?
Yeah,
Do
you
they
can.
all hug me back?
So all this time, Kit
Wait,
Rill-
can I have-
Except
wait,
Chris.
what's her
Chris
name?
won't. She's very.
Okay, I give her a nod.
and she's
Yeah.
trying to stand
Give
out.
her-
Vinny already stood me up, so I'm gonna fuck you.
this whole time, Kit
No,
was
you
just
won't.
rolling his eyes with the whole, oh my god,
Oh,
we're gonna go
Vinny and
find
Vinny.
these jokers again.
Well, that's what we need to talk about, because I feel like, I don't know if 250 gold pieces is worth it, to be honest.
Oh,
That's up to you guys.
But were we already investigating it in the first place?
We're
So it's
also-
kind of not really out of our way.
We're also technically done. We've been paid for every job we've been hired for
Yeah.
up to this point. So, this would be taking on a new job.
Guys, we
Well-
just got 1,300 gold. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna go shopping. That's what I'm
Oh,
about to
let's
do.
This
I was talking to Adam the other day, and I told him it's not gonna. As soon as they get paid, it's gonna be a fucking shopping episode.
I'm not trying to get you even to that point yet. All I'm saying is, if it was just a vacuole, then we already have all that evidence. If it's something else,
But now there's this other symbol
I mean, it
that's
depends
going
on where it takes us.
So I just want to point out,
Did they give us an example? Oh, well, you said you'll get us the example of the other
You
symbol.
Yeah,
you have the symbol.
Okay.
I just don't have it.
presently. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I just want to
Um,
point out, guys, Nafog let us know that there were other factions
Right.
that were responsible for the mass grave. So we still have not stopped the people who did the mass grave.
No.
Fortunately, we got paid anyway because they were just
Still-
concerned about the local around the
Still
farm.
fishy to me.
But I still have not found those bandits, and I don't know if they're related to demon worshipping. Nafog said that all the bandits and slavery shit was related to the demon worshipping, but if there's another symbol, and we still don't know about my bandits, I still gotta stab those fuckers in the face.
Well,
So I'm
Where are you?
curious.
Where are you while you're having this conversation?
We're just, I guess, walking from
council's here.
Okay.
Just on
the
the walk back
council
to
to the market.
Yeah.
To the market. I wanna see if I could find some slightly better leather armor.
Oh, we're
'cause
we're
this
not
is-
shopping yet. We're still talking.
I know, but
Okay, Dad.
Look, the
Be-
only other thought I had, we might have an inside track with the Hell Riders that are at the Weary Traveler. We can maybe show them this secondary symbol and see if maybe they can point us in the right direction.
yeah,
Maybe make that investigation go a little faster.
I mean,
Good thought.
Joel said he's gonna have other jobs for us eventually,
I
but
still don't know if I trust you.
oh, I don't trust Joel. But I
It's
mean,
about
jobs
time.
are nice.
Well, I haven't necessarily 100% trusted
Kit
Joel.
Rill-
His contract looked legit, but after last night,
Yeah.
it was super fishy, but the problem was nobody left that place. He said he was going to deal with her. Cecily wasn't in the council today, but nobody left his fucking warehouse last night.
I'm not the only one around here who does magic. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
fair.
Yeah.
No, and I
But-
said that. They could have teleported, they could have turned themselves invisible. There's
They
a
could have
lot
sent
of
What
a
they said it'd be more
message.
fishy than anything else. He's fishy because he's been fishy since day one.
That's fair. That's fair. So I don't know if I necessarily want to take more jobs from Joel.
Well, eventually we will run out of this dope ass gold pile we just got,
Well, of
especially
course,
since
you
I'm
guys-
going shopping.
Sounds like you guys are going to
Go
spend it today.
shopping! So I mean,
Not me.
we could look into this some more, and it might lead us to maybe a more consistent job flow if we like keep it up in this town.
Well, this is where I lean in. I'm like, there's something else that we all started this adventure on. We need to get back into that forest
Right.
at
Yeah.
some point.
Which
At
also
some
has
point,
to
we
do
gotta go
I
buy
have-
Freya's teats.
But that's also what's going on here, because Nafog said whoever wasn't being sold to slaves was being taken into the forest.
Yeah.
So at some point this investigation is going to take us back into that forest, which I am with you on that, with whatever the fuck's going on with the undead out there, the werewolves, all the crazy
All that
activity
shit,
going
yeah.
on in the forest. But
And you guys know I still need to find those bandits, and I don't know if they're related to Nafog's group or what. So I'm still looking for them, and I would love your assistance.
We all agree.
No,
We're
for
going to
sure.
take care of these problems. I'm just
I just
putting it out there
Yeah.
because,
there's
we can
more
get
than
easily
one problem
sidetracked
to be
here,
addressed, yeah.
So I'm just putting my 2 cents in.
Well, I just want to point out, most of the people that are getting murdered in this town are people who don't have family. They're people who don't have people who can help them. If we have the time, if we're gonna stick around for a couple days, maybe we could just look into it, see what we see, and if we don't find anything, fuck it.
Then we don't get paid. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 250 gold at this point. We just made 1,300, so it's not
Yeah.
a terrible loss if we don't find anything and don't get paid.
But I mean, I'd like to stop these innocent people from getting murdered if we could. Be kind of nice.
Because to be fair, Bad, I need to stock up. I need to I need to upgrade my fucking weapons and armor and everything. I need to be better equipped to go back into that forest after what we already dealt with.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Think
I'm just trying to keep us on track.
Absolutely.
I'm weak.
Absolutely.
I'm concerned about these things too, and I think a lot of them have
This-
similarities.
This all
and
could be related in
does
some way.
seem connected. So I'm down with that. But just can't forget.
yes.
That's fine, yeah, no, absolutely. So we'll go back in the morning and tell them we'll look into it, but without any real promise of success. Just under the guise that we're heading to Alfast in the opposite direction, and we'll spend a couple of days looking into it.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. What do you guys think?
He still wants to go fight that dragon.
I mean, we can look into and ask around that. We haven't really asked around town about the dragon. Maybe we can ask the Hell Riders if they know anything about the dragon.
Yes, they might.
They're at the Weary
They
Traveler
fight.
for a week.
They fight like demons and devils, though.
Well,
Well,
aren't-
remember that was a week away from here.
Right, that
Yeah.
was a long fucking
Yeah,
travel.
it's not like it was next door to
Yeah.
Right. But we could look into it. I talked to one of those guys already.
I was
It
with
a
you.
younger- Yeah, right. It was a younger kid, but we could show him this new symbol and maybe he knows something about what demon or whatever entity
Yeah.
that is related to. I wanted to go back and tell them what we had found anyway. I know what they're looking for, and we just came across what they're looking for. So I was going to share that information with them.
I thought-
I didn't talk to. I specifically talked to him about blood hunters. I didn't talk to him about anything that we dealt with.
Actually,
Oh, you know what I did?
you did actually
Right,
because
right,
I watched the
never mind.
video.
I already shared that information. So never mind. I won't do that.
She watched the two of you.
I'm still kind of groggy.
Yeah, you were up till 4. You forgot.
All right, that's fine with me.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is this video you speak of?
You know, thing.
It's all the voices in her head.
Do we want to?
I had a question.
Yes.
I remember when she first originally went shopping for books. Was there
There's
a lot
an
of
herbalist.
magical books?
Well, wait. So
There wasn't, huh?
No.
So there, if I recall correctly, there is. I think it was the general goods store where you found the books. So they do have a small selection of books, but it's not like a modern bookstore where it's organized. It's just kind of, here's a bunch of books. What are you looking for? And then I think I made you roll an investigation to see if you can find anything. So if you rolled a high enough investigation, depending on what you're looking for, you could probably find something.
Okay.
But there's
Well,
not like a library.
No.
I do have an idea. So, we're heading to the market, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the general goods store first. And I do want to investigate and see if there's any maybe history books about demons.
Ooh. That's
Okay,
a
so
good
make an
idea.
investigation check.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So are we at the market right now?
We're at the general goods store right now in the
What time
market.
is it?
It is
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Did you guys got there at noon?
Yeah.
Correct?
This is day 28?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're looking for,
I got a 16 looking for demonic history
okay,
books.
what are you looking for, Dad?
Kind of specific, so probably not gonna find it, but anything on dwarvish soul stones.
Make an investigation check. You do find, Meridian, you find a small, kind of a slim book that, it looks kind of sketchy. Like, it almost looks like a children's primer, but it's the only thing you can find.
Is it, what is it about? What is it called?
It's supposed to be about demonic lore.
A kid's book about demonic.
Well, I mean, that's what it's
Like the Bible? Like what is it?
Pretty much.
Bible
yeah.
stories?
The Bible's not a kid's book.
I know. I meant like Bible stories for kids, you know.
Yeah, it says it's about demonic lore,
Okay.
but I mean, it's a small, slim book, right? Would you roll?
Roll 11, but I have -1, so 10. No, question though. If we eventually get to Alphast, that's the bigger city, like
Alphas
Yeah.
has a
Capital,
fucking
yeah.
library.
capital, and they're gonna have
They have a
that.
proper.
Alphas
archive.
also has a Mage's Tower.
I was gonna say they probably have like a proper archive.
Yeah,
in
they-
Alphast, right?
Yeah.
Mage's Tower, cool. Do I also find smut?
Are you looking for smut?
Always.
With a 16? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for.
You find a book of romance novels involve the primary protagonist is a troll.
Nice. Troll smut.
So it's a what's his name?
Get really, you shopping for anything?
What's that guy with the long hair?
Files.
With the,
Do you need gold?
Fabio?
Yeah. So it's it's Fabio as a troll.
Okay, I'm getting
On the
that.
cover.
I'm getting that.
Well,
Yeah.
don't you have a Fabio book here?
I have something like it.
If you like romance novels and you don't have anything with Fabio on the cover,
I
you
don't actually read romance.
I was
I
gonna say,
read
you're
my
a
first
poser.
one and it sucked. I hated it. I just finished
Anyway.
it. Anyway, check out
Can
my
I learn-
booktube channel.
can I learn like new languages from books?
you can attempt to.
What was the one language, like the demonic language?
Abyssal.
Abysmal?
No, it is Abyssal,
Abyssal
yeah.
demonic, yeah.
Can I maybe find a book that has like translation?
Not here, you can't.
Not
I'm not even gonna, there's no way you're gonna find something like that here.
You might be able to
Could
find
I
that
find
in
it-
Belfast, but that's, yeah, this is too small of a town to find
What
something
are-
like that.
Thank you, DM.
I'm having this conversation while we're shop.
I'm fucking with you.
You know, I can't speak Abyssal, right?
So you,
Dude, that would have been so fucking helpful!
he could teach you. If you wanted to spend time with him teaching you.
He knows how to speak it?
Wait, why didn't that come up before?
Because it's Abyssal.
Because you just keep saying, That's not a word in Abyssal.
Yeah,
It is,
It's black speech. You don't just go around saying it like
you don't just call it Abyssal.
Okay, well I guess nothing.
okay.
Could have been helpful with fucking Jaren if she's under some kind of like demonic fucking enchantment. If you just spoke to her in Abyssal instead of me trying to speak to her in Elvish.
Oh, what is it they say? Hindsight is 20/20.
Right?
Hindsight is nat.
What are you looking for anything?
I'm getting 8 vials.
Okay, so what did I say? 10 was 3 gold, so 8 would be 2 gold and 75 silver.
I'll cover
You
it.
got it covered? 2
70
gold, 7.5 silver.
Yeah,
75
75.
copper.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
7 silver, 5 copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll cover it.
Thank you.
7.5.
I'm still thinking in hundreds, not tens.
Can I? Okay, so we're still at the general goods store.
I'm assuming so.
I'm going to buy this sketchy, slim book that claims to be about demonic lore.
Alright, that's
I'm
6
also,
gold.
I'm also going to buy the troll smut,
Okay, that's 2 gold.
2 gold.
And that's a larger book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my time with that book.
I hope you will.
Okay, so I have.
And it has a warning on the back. Warning: do not read on a stool because it will turn into a slip and slide.
So I would like to also buy a writing utensil so I can stop wasting my eyeliner.
Okay.
And because I've been writing, do they have like a journal I can start
Yeah,
writing
you can
in?
pick up a journal,
Journal and writing utensil.
and then some ink, and you can also realistically, if you wanted to, you could ask Kittrell to try to make ink for you because of his herbalism background.
And like
That's a possibility.
I'll buy it for now since I wouldn't have thought of that.
So I'm gonna say for a decent writing set,
Yeah, journal,
it's gonna be
utensil.
a journal. It's gonna be a couple of quills. It's gonna be a couple bottles of ink.
I'm gonna go find me some indigo leaves.
I'm gonna say 8 silver
8 silver.
for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, I have a question because I have my disguise kit.
Yes.
Could I buy a medicine kit?
You could.
Is that a thing I could buy?
You might not be proficient.
You can buy a first aid kit. Yeah.
What would I need to be proficient in it? Because I have the jack of all trades.
So it'd be under medicine.
So I'm.
So your medicine right there, you get +3 with medicine.
So I would be proficient in it.
You're not proficient, no.
No, because that's
Your
Okay.
proficiency is the hard black one.
Well,
Yeah.
but I'm.
But you have a +3 in medicine because of your wisdom
But
score.
then-
that's why
okay,
everything else
hold-
is half
hold up.
proficiency.
Hold up. 1 second.
Well, Jack of all trades doesn't make you proficient in everything.
It's
So hold on.
starting at 2nd level, I can add half my proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check I make that doesn't already include my proficiency bonus.
Right, so that's
So-
why when you look at all of that, all of them are half proficient.
Yes.
Because you're only 2nd level.
But
Okay, I'm
as the jack of all
notes.
trades, I'm like half proficient at shit, right? So
Yeah.
how does that work? Like I could try to.
So you round down, so you would have 1 instead of 3, because you're not proficient.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you always round down. Because there is no 1.5.
Yes, but that would still mean,
So you would have 1, not 3.
except for, okay, because I do have +3 already.
Right, but you're not proficient in that skill. So the +3 adds when you're proficient.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
Tyler.
wouldn't, because she has a +3, that's D&D Beyond already factoring her
They
Jack of all
did
trades.
factor because that
So
also
any
that
medicine
came from
check
my
is +3
wisdom
already.
and everything. So I would
Okay,
have
fair enough.
I
yeah.
would have +3 in
Fair enough,
medicine.
fair enough. Okay, yeah, fair enough, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So I guess the thought would be if you use a medicine kit, you get the +3 to your
Right,
medicine
yeah,
roll.
you're
Yeah.
right. You're
To
right.
use
It wouldn't succeed unless I succeed.
Right. So
But-
it's not going to be listed in your proficiencies because you're only half proficient. But you have the +3, which
I
is
do
already
have the
factored
+3
by
because
D&D
that was
Beyond.
factored by my jack of all trades. They added that plus my wisdom.
Okay, fair enough.
row.
I get it, I get
Okay,
it. Fair
okay.
enough.
When you
So
leveled up to 2, yeah.
how much is a medicine kit?
So medicine kit is, god damn, what is it? I should know this, because it is listed.
Oops. That's where I put the phone in there.
Because I feel like Viridian, being in the circus, she would have learned how to patch up some wounds and shit where people fall off the fucking thing and bust their knee open. Like, she'd be
Break their legs in
okay.
half when they fall off the trapeze.
Yeah, she'd be okay at binding somebody.
Okay, it's actually a healer's kit,
Healer's kit, okay.
and it's 5 gold pieces.
Dope.
So what a healer's kit allows you to do,
Uh-huh.
just so that we're
Clear,
all
yeah.
on it, is you can stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a medicine check.
Well, that's all.
Without needing to do a medicine check.
Right, so you would just use it
And
and they're stabilized. They don't have to make death saving throws
Okay,
anymore.
healer's kit. But then, so
What are you
just,
trying to do?
just to clear
Is
that
the
up,
question.
I'm gonna get that for that also. But if I were to go up to somebody and try to patch them up, I would have to roll a medicine,
Yes,
and I have +3.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
And you also should have, I don't know if I gave it to you or who I gave it to. There's a couple stability potions floating around
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, you
Stability
gave-
Which does
potions.
the same thing as your
I
medicine.
know you
kit.
gave me the anti-venom, not stability. But,
Okay. So the healer's kit though would work without the medicine. It would just stabilize them.
It's
Yes.
just an automatic, you don't have to make
It's
saving throws anymore.
basically like battlefield bandaging.
Okay. I'm just gonna get it. It's 5 gold. I'll take that. Person without my medicine thing. Because we get into some scraps, bitches.
No shit.
Anybody else want to buy anything else at the general store?
Can you get that with some darts and shoot that shit around?
Right? Just throw it at people. You're
Okay.
stabilized, bitch.
You could try it.
Dad, did you want to buy anything?
No, I was just looking for the book. I'm good.
Bob?
No.
Fuck, I feel like I'm gonna take the longest now.
Okay, so what's next? What are we looking for?
I guess I'm left. I want to, if there's nowhere in town to enchant the spool, then I want to get maybe another 50 feet of silver wire
Okay.
for my alarm spell.
Okay, so 50 feet.
50 feet, yeah.
$1 billion. I don't care how much gold you have, it's all your gold.
It's just silver.
Silver
It's
for
fine
silver.
silver wire.
Okay, 10 feet.
No, 50 feet is 2 gold. For a
Done.
spool of 50 feet of silver wire.
Done.
Yeah.
So I'll do that until that'll probably hold us over till Alpha so I can get it enchanted. I am also proficient with a disguise kit, so I'd like to buy a disguise kit because I don't.
Oh, you don't have one already?
I don't have one. I'm proficient with it, but it's not in my inventory.
I'm gonna say you had one.
Okay, so
If
then
you're
I'll just-
proficient, I'm gonna say you had one.
then I'll just add it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not gonna be like hers. It's not gonna be makeup and shit. It's gonna be more like rustic,
Right.
put together kit. But you have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm proficient in intimidation. Can I buy an intimidation kit?
What does an intimidation kit consist of?
Nothing. my air
Prowess.
intimidation prowess. I'm being a smartass.
Yeah, I know.
Then everything
I'll
else
run
I
with it,
want
though.
when I would make my way over to the blacksmith.
I want to
So I have
go.
some questions for the blacksmith.
Okay.
I want to know.
Make me a bigger flask.
No, actually, I'm okay with my flask. Because it's actually bigger than everybody else's.
Yeah, you got a big ass flask.
I
It's
want
a
to know
little
if they have any just for sale. Obviously, they can't do the enchantment, but if they have any arrows that have any enchantments on them for
Oh,
sale.
you could have found it at the general goods store.
Okay,
The
so
arrows? Yeah.
fire arrows, lightning arrows. What do they got?
Oh,
I don't want just general arrows. I want like additional damage arrows.
Use the tank shit.
The blacksmith would not have anything like that.
Okay.
Make an investigation check at the general goods store.
Okay. I can do that. Investigation 14.
14. Okay. They actually have 5 what are they? Entangle arrows.
Entanglement arrows. Okay, I like that.
So the entanglement arrows are, it's got like it's got a small pouch
Right.
behind the arrowhead, and when you shoot it and you hit it, or when you fire it, no, actually it'd be shoot, because they didn't use the word fire.
Right.
When you shoot it and you hit it, the pouch explodes, and it's like this, kind of webby, gooey.
So it'll be like ensnaring strike without having to cast the spell.
Yes.
Okay.
Duh.
How much are those?
5 of those, they're a gold apiece.
I will buy
That's
them.
it.
Okay, so you 5 gold for
5
those.
gold. I will buy all of
Okay.
those.
Look for some enchanted shit.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, and they're not enchanted, it's more of like an engineering.
It's just engineering. Yeah, I gotcha.
So I wanted to look for potentially
Enchanted would
at
be
the
the
general
fire
goods store,
damage,
and then following him if they don't have it to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
If
I
there's
still want to go there too.
Yeah,
Right.
if there's any better leather armor, because I've been working with this kind of shitty leather armor. I obviously need light armor, but I'm wondering if I find anything cool, I'm looking for enchanted or really cool armor.
So blacksmiths don't work with leather.
Okay.
The tanner.
You're not gonna find, I'm gonna give you a chance, make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
Oh, 11.
Yeah, you're not gonna find any enchanted armor here.
Okay.
You could theoretically have your armor worked on, like at the blacksmith, and she could like put metal studs in it to
That
make it studded armor.
That wouldn't be too much for my class to handle.
No, because that still counts as leather armor. Studded armor is still leather.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
What would
well,
that
then
do
even
for
like
me?
scale mail is still light armor, so
No, scale mill's not light armor.
is that medium armor?
It's at least medium.
I don't know much about the armor in D&D yet, so I'm looking for better armor that will not constrict my ability to do what I do.
No, light armor is like cloth almost.
Yeah. Is there anything that would give me more AC than 12? Would it be this studded?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second.
Oh, it is medium. You're right.
Yeah, it's medium. You know.
I don't know why I thought I was rolling the light armor. But I guess my dexterity bonuses, I don't necessarily need light armor.
Standard studded is 12.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So that would give you +1 armor class.
The studded?
If you were to have it, you can either buy studded armor, which they have.
Okay,
You could find that at the leather worker shop.
okay.
Or you could custom order to have your armor studded, which would cost half the price.
But she's already at 12.
Right. My dice.
No, her current armor is 11 armor class
So where's your extra 1 arm AC coming from?
from her dex.
Might I suggest, since I'm with you, maybe waiting until we get to Alphos, because you can probably get better benefits from something enchanted.
So your armor class would go up to 13.
How
with
much
studded
is
leather.
it for the half price getting my
Um,
armor studded that I've already painted and worked on?
That would be 24 gold. And it
24
would take her 2 days to finish that.
2 days? How long are we gonna be here in Fairguard?
Maybe a couple of days. I'm just thinking, it's going to obviously be more expensive to get it enchanted, but you'll probably get a better bang for your buck.
Now, if you wanted to just buy a set of studded armor from the leather worker, it would be 45 gold.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
but that would be the
an
same
enchanted-
AC.
Enchanted piece
Well,
of armor.
it would still give you a +1 AC.
Right.
It's just
Standard
you have 2
armor
options
is
to get
12.
there.
The standard
Yeah.
studded armor is
Enchanted
12.
might give you a +2, so I guess it's up to you.
And keep in mind, your current armor is customized, so that would actually probably go up to 70 gold to get another set of customized studded armor. If you
But-
wanted a new set.
So the one that I have, that I've spent all this time painting and
Right,
working on,
right.
if she made it studded, I would get an additional +1 to my AC.
Yes. And it would take her 2 days to
2
finish
days
that.
and 24 gold.
Yes.
The armor was
And that also means you're walking around with no armor. for 2 days.
Exactly. So what I would do then, why is this up?
Do you have any other armor you could wear in the meantime?
I don't, but I do have, I have a costume that's like a dancer's outfit.
Right, but there's no armor class.
It's not armor class.
Right, so if we get into any scraps over the next 2 days while they're working on that.
That would,
You're gonna
how much
have-
would that put me at then? I'd have like 1
So if you
AC.
took off your armor,
Yeah.
It'd probably be down to like
okay,
5.
that doesn't make any sense.
Natural would be 1 or 10. That's your natural plus your 1 would be 11.
Yeah, it's 11, yeah.
So you'd only lose 1 to gain 1, but it's...
That's so stupid to me. I forgot about that. You start at 10 baseline.
Like your skin
That's
is 10
ridiculous.
AC.
That's ridiculous.
Again, it's up to you. But personally, I think you'd get more bang for your buck if you could enchant it.
I'm about
'cause you
to
could probably
homebrew
get a
that
+2 or
shit.
3.
That
if
doesn't
you
make
enchant
sense.
it.
So you're naked.
I
You're
get
still
what
pretty
you're
hard to
saying,
hit.
but
You're
with
naked,
how
you're at
cheap
zero
this is
hit
for
points.
24
You're
gold
up
and all
to
the
you.
gold we
50-50.
got.
Yeah, your thing. Because we haven't even factored the new gold we got.
Plus,
So,
I kind of been wanting to wear my sexy dancer's outfit, and I never do because I always wear my armor. So I'll just wear my sexy outfit, and I'll do this 24 gold.
Okay, 2
So
days.
we're gonna be here for 2 days?
Bob
20
ain't gonna complain.
We'd already agreed to look into stuff for a couple days.
We did say we'd be here for a couple of days.
We
did
This
say
new
that.
task. So we can at least be here long enough for your armor to get taken care of. But if we leave the city and end up in a scrap, you're posting up in the back.
Which I'm okay with,
All right.
because I will still be at 10 AC,
11.
11 AC.
Because 10 is baseline.
Okay, so I would still be at 11 AC. But I'm gonna be wearing my super sexy, like, dancer's outfit. It's got my little crop top and little
Would
shirt.
that maybe give her advantage to performances to get free rooms?
Nope.
Damn.
Would it give me advantages?
Good try.
Advantages with certain members of sexes who are attracted to my sex? If I'm trying to persuade them? Possibly.
It's dependent.
Depends,
on
okay.
situation.
We'll check that.
And
So it's like a really sexy, classy.
I'm not gonna do
dancer
it right now, but I'm
circus
probably gonna go through and do a homebrew change to the armor class because I think it's stupid that you start at 10. That's ridiculously high.
Well, don't nerf me, because I don't have
Don't nerve me any.
I'm
Well, I mean, just for being naked, you should not be at a 10 armor class. I think it's stupid.
I
Well, what if-
have to be naked.
Can we?
But armor class is also supposed to factor
Well, I
in
don't
range
have to
attacks
make it,
and
but-
stuff too. So if you drop our armor class to like 2 for being
Well,
naked,
I'm gonna work on it.
all right.
Can we also just assume that my sexy outfit is made by the circus by people who are doing like running and jumping and flying through the air? So it's probably got a little bit of decent shit to it.
Fall protection?
It's fucking spandex.
You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to spend 2 days to get my
Hang on.
cool painted black and
Hang on.
purple armor
Hang on.
studded
Okay.
Hang on.
Kid will say
to get +1 AC. What are you
Hang on.
saying?
What if I gave you the amulet and I get a battle robe?
That's fair. Because he also has 0 armor on.
I have no armor. You have armor.
He has a cloak and
Yeah.
scales.
But wouldn't we have natural armor because of our scales?
Yes, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Like he
With
would
my
stay
battle
in
robe,
10
that
naturally
gets me
because
back
of
where
his
I'm at
scales,
right now.
right?
But would I have
Maybe
to get
12.
armor? Because I'm at 16 with just.
Your natural armor is way better than mine.
Kittrell, so I haven't added that,
You did.
yeah, I did.
AC
Okay.
13 is
that-
what the amulet. That brings me back down to my 11.
So you would be at 11 without it.
But my 11 plus my natural trait, which is +2, minus my dex, which is -2, brings me back to 11. So
Yeah, you're
battle
11.
robe wouldn't help me.
Yeah, D&D Beyond factors all that in.
Yeah,
So the battle
So
robe
now-
wouldn't help you.
no, I wouldn't.
So
Okay.
he's keeping it.
Yeah, you keep the amulet. I'll do this 2 days. I'm only 1 AC lower than normal, so I'll stick to the back if we get in
Let me
any
do the math on
scraps.
that.
Alright.
It actually may work. It may bring me to 12. Because
But
Either
currently
way.
the
Well,
amulet brings you to 13.
Hold on, so if I take the amulet off,
I'm
you're
back at 11.
Yeah.
Then my dex modifier is -2. That means I'm at a 13 with what I'm at right now. So am I at +3 is my racial trait or +2?
I think it's +1.
Draconic resilience. When you aren't wearing armor, your AC equals 11. So
Okay.
it's just
And
that I have a base 11 because
Yeah.
I'm wearing.
Right.
Because I'm draconic.
So it's basically just a +1.
So the second I put armor on, it actually drops it way down.
Yeah.
So I can't. I gotta.
Well, I think
stick
that's
with
the idea behind a racial trait.
Yeah,
is
you-
armor encumbers you to where it's not beneficial.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, just do the original plan.
So I'm wearing my sexy outfit, and I'm waiting 2 days for my studded purple black leather armor for
So
24 gold.
we're at the blacksmith. Does anybody else want to do anything here?
At blacksmith, absolutely. I want to know what it would cost. I have my +1 short sword, and I have my regular short sword.
Oh, you had the equal one.
I'm actively carrying,
Okay.
but I still have my regular short sword.
Okay.
I want to know what it might cost to go full on Arya Stark, Darth Maul, put the 2 swords together to where I have a double bladed sword that can still separate.
So,
So I want it to be engineered to where they can fuse together and be double bladed, but separate and still be 2 swords.
So I'm gonna tell you this now. Once you fuse them like that, that becomes an exotic weapon and you lose all proficiency. Unless you have proficiency in exotic weapons.
I don't.
So if you try to use it like that as the double bladed
I have
sword,
proficiency.
you won't have any proficiency bonus to your attacks.
What
with
is it
that.
considered a martial weapon? Because
No, it'd be an exotic weapon at that point.
Be exotic weapon.
Because it's a double bladed sword. It's
Fuck.
got 2 sword blades.
I really wanted Darth Maul that shit.
You can, but I'm letting you know that turns into an exotic weapon at that point.
Shit.
And structurally, that will not be a structurally sound weapon. It could break if you try to parry an attack. That
In the middle of the
because you
shot,
can't
yeah.
weld it because you want to separate.
I wanna
stuff.
separate it,
So
yeah.
you're just screwing it together, right?
Well, it was a thought.
No, yes.
Would this, about what you guys are talking about, would he be able to train in exotic weapons?
Yes, but it's going to take time to do that.
How much time?
I would say at least, at the very minimum, 15 days.
Game days.
I'll talk to you on the next break
To
then.
make that a proficiency.
I will
It would
talk to
take
you on the next
minimum, and I would make you make numerous rolls to determine
If
how
I
long it
succeed
takes.
in the training.
But bare
But-
minimum 15 days.
I'll talk to you on the next break.
Okay.
I just wanted to clarify that new armor when I get it in 2 days will be +1 AC.
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
That's with studded armor is +1 to what you have.
What about? What if I added another point, another spear point to my Yikola? Would that be considered an exotic weapon then? Instead of it being just a single pointed spear.
No, it wouldn't.
If I put a second spear on the end, it would still just be a Yikola with
2
pointy ends.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I want to do that.
Okay.
And carry. I want to do
You're
that.
not getting rid of the Yikola!
I want to stab him with a pointy end.
Okay,
So how much would that cost?
that's it.
My double-bladed Yikola.
She throws you a fucking spear point, it's gonna cost you like 6 copper.
Done!
Yeah.
Done!
I mean, it's pretty simple.
Alright,
Like,
cool.
you
Now-
can notch the end of it and tie it on yourself.
But, okay, so before I spend any money, would that give any benefit to the weapon?
You can, so, at that point, you would all you would be doing is make your regular attack, and then your second attack with the other ends. That's all it would be.
Okay, so I could essentially
It would be Darth
double
Maul.
hand my
Yeah.
Yikola
It would be your Darth
with the
Maul
2
thing.
spear
Yeah.
points. Okay, but I'd have to drop my +1 short sword to do that.
Yes. You don't, because you would be using,
Alright, I'm gonna spend the money because it's only 6 copper, so I'm gonna spend the money, but I don't think I'm gonna use it that often.
you would be using
I'd have to sheath
one hand and
yeah,
2 hands.
I'd have to sheath
Yeah.
my sword and essentially be making attack bonus
Yes,
action
exactly.
with just the Yikola.
Yes.
But that's okay because that does 1d8 instead of 1d6.
Right.
So I
But
might
you
be okay
do
with that.
lose that +1 to
I
hit
lose that
bonus.
+1, but it's also a d8 over a d6.
It's
So-
a Yikola!
It's up to you.
I'm gonna have to carry a Yikola for the rest of this campaign
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
But alright, I'll do that and I'll make it a double pointed
Okay.
Yikola.
So yeah, it's 6 copper.
Alright,
She tosses you the fucking, it's like,
and I just have to fasten
she's
it
like, it's
to
not
the
even worth
shaft.
my time here.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can laugh at me all you want. I'm gonna Darth Maul this bitch.
Anybody else got any cool
Um,
stuff they want to buy?
I
Buy some
think
shit?
I'm done. Because there's no enchanter around here, correct?
Yeah, there's not gonna be here.
There's not gonna be somebody to do the silver wire
I mean-
or my flask,
You gotta go to.
No,
my
I mean,
endless flask.
no, not here.
All right.
Sorry, I'm sorry, man, but they're just not.
That's I just with a shot. With a shot. I gotta, I have to.
I would like to have done it, but it just doesn't make sense.
I
to
want
me.
to. Sam Riegel gave me the idea. I need an endless flask of alcohol.
Yes, I agree. Agreed.
It just doesn't make sense to me for this town.
That's fair. So then I'm done. Yeah.
You got enough flasks or things? I'll
Added
buy you
this
some
guy's
more
kit.
I already got
fucking bottles. You got the shit? Okay.
Files.
Miles, thank you. That's what I was looking for.
I already got some.
Is there any like fancy daggers, like special?
I mean, you can get. There's nothing that's going to be any more powerful than what you have, but yeah, they have fancy ones. Like it looks pretty. You know, like, you have like the serpentine blade daggers and daggers with fancy little guards. And,
Oh,
I was thinking maybe more like nothing enchanted. Or
no, a
like-
dagger is a dagger is a dagger.
All right.
As
Can
far
I
as
just buy
damage
like
goes.
one regular dagger?
You have like 5, you know that, right?
Wait, it only shows 3 on
we
my
didn't
thing.
add yours. You got
No,
a
I
bunch
added them.
last time.
Oh.
I added them.
Yeah, you have a bunch of
you should have
daggers.
5.
Honestly, you could sell your daggers right now if you wanted to sell some,
I
or
mean-
you could throw
No,
them.
no,
Actually,
you have
thank
3.
you for bringing that up.
Bob, you have 3 equipped. You have 5 total.
Oh.
You have 3 equipped. How many hands do you got?
Well, because
Just one in each hand and a tail?
no, one for throwing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
One for throw. Yeah. Sorry, I had a question.
That's how I count and quit. 1 in each hand and then 1 for throwing.
So you
Okay.
can like whip one
The
at them with your
disguise
tail.
kit.
Okay.
Does it consumes the materials when you use it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you gave me one because I'm proficient in it. I
Yes.
would like to buy
Okay.
2 more.
Do you have a price on that?
It does not give me, 25 gold pieces.
There you go.
So I'd like to buy 2 more.
Okay, so 50 gold.
So 50
I'd
gold.
also like to buy one more.
25
So
gold.
I have another one.
That's fine.
I'm just squaring all the gold that I spend so I can do that later.
Yes. I would really prefer you guys don't take time to do that now.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the
I'll
thing.
do that
No,
later.
that's
I'm,
really
just, I'm adding my inventory,
Squaring
but I'll
it.
do the gold later.
Mathematically. I'm like, wait.
Putting
Um,
it in a square. For extra
and then-
disguise kit.
So I'll add those. So the arrows, the entanglement arrows, I'll just add those as custom item.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Just mark it down. If you can do it yourself or if you want me to do it, let me know.
I can add it. Yeah, that's no problem. Is there anywhere in? Well, I don't have the gold for that. Never mind. I'll add that. So with what I just did to my Ikola, would that make it a two-handed weapon? If I were to two-handed?
No, because each one is it's
It's a
still
one-handed
one-handed
attack,
strike.
okay. So I don't get any strength bonus to that or anything like that? Okay. That's fine. It's just cool to have.
Because it's still a one-handed weapon.
Right, and I'm just choosing to use two hands to wield it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done shopping.
Vladimir, is there anything else you wanted to do?
No. I mean,
Okay.
maybe go to Alphals eventually.
Well,
Try
You
again.
know.
Eventually.
eventually, I want to go to Alphas too, but
Like after you get back from vacation, we might get there.
Right?
When are you going?
and
on
maybe by then we'll be level 3.
November.
Hey guys.
Actually, Vladimir and I were just talking about this. It didn't occur to me. My other group has been playing since January, and they're just about to get to level 4.
Oh shit.
So just,
So you're stingy, is what you're
I'm
saying.
pretty fucking
You're
stingy.
stingy.
Bob, is there anything else you wanted to do?
Oh. No, well, no, because I have 5 daggers. I don't want to buy another one. I'll just keep collecting them from dead bodies.
Like one in each boot
Such
top,
a rogue
Oh,
thing
yeah.
to say.
one over the shoulder,
Right.
one under the armpit.
Yeah, I gotta keep them so I can just be like, pew, 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 pew.
Question for when we get to an enchanter.
Huh?
If I were to try and accomplish my Arya Stark, Darth Maul idea, if it was enchanted, would that be more feasible than just a blacksmith creating it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be expensive though.
I figured, but I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
I'm
So yeah, I can see
just
that
thinking
making
Arya
sense.
Stark at the Battle of Winterfell, dude. That's all I'm picturing in my head right now.
You're like such a fucking anime character right now. Just saying.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
With the purple tits.
I keep forgetting that I'm wearing. I know. I went to the bathroom. and I was like, "What the fuck?"
And then the little tiny T-shirt. You know, it just.
You know.
Like, what's her name from
This is the Arya.
Final Fantasy VII?
This is the Arya
Wolverine.
I remember from
Yeah.
when I first.
Hey, 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 hey!
Hey,
It got called.
Sorry.
Wolverine.
Oh,
All
this
right.
is what we're supposed to do.
So, okay. I was gonna say, hey guys, since it seems like we're all
can I
kind of
have
done.
Court back.
Okay, at the
It's a good
market.
throw on that.
Right? Okay, I'm so glad we're using these. I put them out
I
every
was trying to
time.
hit you in the eye.
Oh, your glasses.
Yeah.
My AC is a little higher.
Well, I feel like if we're gonna hit you, it's got to be in the eye.
So, since it looks like we're all done shopping, what time is it now that we're done shopping? All the shit we just did.
Fair.
Oh yeah, no, it's good.
Because it was
I'm
1
gonna say
p.m. when we started
4
shopping.
p.m.
4 p.m.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Do we maybe want to check out the temples? Because we haven't been there yet.
You can see what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, they might. Maybe they have some information. And also, guys, check this out. I got this weird ass little book. I'm gonna read this tonight. Claims to have some knowledge about demon shit, but maybe the temples know about demons and shit, right? Maybe we can learn some shit.
Maybe.
Okay.
Temples?
That's fine.
And I figured this small library in Alphas would have anything helping with my studies on blood hunters, right?
In Fairguard, you mean?
And Fairguard, yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, definitely not that.
We're just hanging out here
Nothing.
until.
Yeah, tomorrow morning
Well, we
we're
can
going to the council.
Decide if we want to take that job or not.
Exactly.
Right. We can start looking around now and tell them tomorrow that we're going to take it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. We got time tonight, but I was just thinking we
We
haven't.
can also go to the winter rest.
We could, but we haven't been to the temples yet. So maybe we might learn something. I feel like religious folk might know some shit about demons. So,
They might think they know some shit about demons.
probs. I
They
mean,
might not be accurate, but they might think though. They are.
let's go check it out.
Might not point us in the wrong direction, might point us somewhat in the right direction though.
They might actually know
The
what the fuck
temples
they're
are-
talking about too.
Down there.
Yeah.
So here's the
Just
noble
below, yeah.
area, then the council, then the.
You know what?
Chicken butt.
You know why? Chicken pie.
We can also do that maybe on the way. I kind of want to stop by the mayor's office. And maybe see if Bjorn and his crew are there and if they know
What do you want,
anything
dude,
about
bro?
what's going on.
So, quick question is Unar the mayor then, as the head of the council?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, well, then we already met the mayor, never mind.
But we didn't ask him about Bjorn.
We didn't, but that's not going to help us with what we're looking
It's
for.
not, no.
I didn't realize he was the mayor as the head of the council as well, so. find out if Fairnalevel came back that fucking
Right,
bitch.
fuck Farnell. Damn. What a dick.
That guy sucks. He just up and ran.
He ran away.
Yeah, so never mind that.
Fucking
we
limp dick.
can go check out the temple, see
You
what's up
call
over
him a
there.
limp dick.
Yeah, I don't call cowards pussies because pussies are strong. They limp dicks.
You heard it here first.
That's canon. That's canon.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of this moment. Anyway, we're going to the temples now.
I'm actually gonna start using that. I
Please.
love that.
I mean, why haven't you already?
The magician started, she calls cowards ball sacks,
Yeah.
which, I mean, the slightest wrong touch and they fucking fold
Right?
your whole body. Like,
Are we gonna just take a
Pussies
break
can-
if we're gonna start this conversation? Or we just take a break now?
I need to piss anyway.
All right, let's take a break then.
Game on!
game on!
So are we all done shopping?
Go.
I
All
believe
right.
so.
Thank God.
Yeah, I really thought that was going to take longer. I'm so glad it
What
didn't.
time? So it's 4 p.m.
Yes, right? Is that what I said? You wrote it down, right?
That is what
Yes.
you said. Yes.
Okay.
I just make sure with any additional shopping we threw in, it's still 4 p.m.
No, we ended the shopping at 4 p.m.
Okay.
And we're going to the temples.
Right.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes. So, in this town, there's obviously a temple to Odin.
Dope.
Oh,
There-
so wait. Sorry. Clarification for the DM. Odin exists in this universe?
Yes.
Like Odin, Thor, Loki, all of those guys
Yes.
exist. Oh.
Yes. The Nordic pantheon
That's so tight.
is a pantheon. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's actually a book, the first edition, Deities and Demigods, lists out the pantheons for Nordic,
So does the Dungeon Master.
not like the first edition.
That's 5e. Yeah.
I will get you a copy of the first edition Deities. It's fantastic.
I can send it to you guys.
Oh,
But
fuck. I'll talk about that. Yeah.
It's every pantheon.
Yeah.
Egyptian,
Okay.
Nordic,
Okay.
Native American, Aztec. They really went balls to the wall.
Okay.
But yeah, this is all Nordic deities.
That's new to me. All right.
Quick question, would I know, would Viridian know, and probably people from other countries, so you're from Sorbs, is it just Lahan that is Nordic, or is it just Nordic everywhere? Are there multiple
No, so Sorb is Arturian.
Arturian, like Celtic?
No, our King Arthur era.
Yeah.
So it would be primarily
Well, that's Christian.
Christianity
oh,
in Sorbs.
Sorbs.
So, does Jesus Christ exist in this universe?
Let's address that later.
All right.
I haven't gone into building Sorbs yet.
Okay.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
So it's
Superstar.
Arturian
So
and
but
Sorbs.
it's Celtic.
Because that would totally change
But
my
that-
character's dynamic.
But there is Celtic themes in the religion in Sorbs, yes.
Okay, so Celtic themes.
And they actually delve into the Celtic gods in deities and demigods.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
So that was my main question, though, is that it's not Nordic all around the world.
No, it's not.
Okay, but in Lahan, it's
In
Nordic.
Lahan, it's Nordic, yes.
Do we know about where they were from, which was fucking Shul?
No, you don't.
We don't,
No,
okay.
none of you have been there.
Okay,
Fucking Shul?
I couldn't remember it, so I said fucking before I read it. That's how I help remember.
Canon. The name of the country is fucking Shul.
Fucking Shul.
If you want to remember something, just say fucking ahead of time and you will remember it.
It works, dude, it works.
Sorry, we interrupted you. There's a temple to Odin.
Yes.
Gods, who needs them?
Odin, Tyr,
That's
These are all the temples.
Tyr,
TYR.
Freya,
Yes.
obviously Thor, because how can you have Nordic deities without Thor, right? He's my
I mean,
favorite.
no, I mean, how can you ignore those apps?
It should be Tor.
No,
In Celt or in the Norse.
In Nordic,
name,
it's Tor,
should be
yeah.
Tor, not Thor.
Does that say?
Okay,
Maybe
so-
they've been commonized,
So-
anglicized, you know?
actually, no, that's actually a good point, because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but
Been trying to
generally
be.
names that are TH, I pronounce them T.
Tor.
Torfin.
Torfin.
Yeah.
So we,
Yeah.
we could call
No,
it Tor. I'm
You're
down.
absolutely right, Doug, thank you.
Tor is
That's why I said.
I fucking love this.
What were the names again?
Odin, Tyr, Freya, and Tor.
Wait, Tyr as
Thor.
in T-Y?
T-Y.
Tyr.
That's where Chris and them, they were hired by the Temple
Yes.
of
Or
Tyr.
In Alphas,
Thor
Freya.
and what else?
There's a
Freya.
there's a temple to
Freya.
Balder,
Yeah, I like Balder.
and there's a temple to Forseti.
Four
How do you
cities.
spell it?
Forseti.
I'm normally up on my mythology, but I can't remember that off the
You
top
don't
of
know
my head.
Forseti?
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't think of.
I don't know Four
Yeah.
City.
Would we know as a bard? Would I know what Forseti is all about?
So Forseti's primary
I can grab my mythology book real quick.
Forseti's primary domain is meditation, inner peace, and
So
I guess
Buddha.
acceptance of self.
So Buddha.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Buddha.
Nordic Buddha. That's my note. Nordic Buddha.
There is no temple to Loki.
Okay.
Just as an aside, if anyone's gonna
That's
ask.
unfortunate.
So Odin is typically like knowledge.
Odin is knowledge, wisdom, magic,
Yeah.
and battle.
In battle for sure, yeah.
Odin is definitely the god of battle. He shares that portfolio with Thor, or Tor.
Also, Freya is typically a goddess of battle, but also of women.
Yeah, Freya is,
Well, isn't
In
Freya
this-
more
she's,
an Athena type of battle strategy rather than battle itself?
Oh no,
If I-
she's
if I'm
got,
remembering
she's the
correctly,
leader of the
I wrote this
Valkyries,
out.
dude. Like they
Right.
fucking.
Right, but it's a strategic force more so than
I
battle
mean,
specifically.
they got swords and they stab.
That's true. That's true.
But I mean, in this
Swords
world,
and
I would
stab.
like to know what they
Stabby,
represent
stabby.
in this world.
okay, give me just a second.
Okay.
I'm still working on this. We took a break right in the middle of what I was doing.
Why didn't you keep working while we
Now I've got freaking Jesus Christ Superstar stuck on my freaking head.
That sucks for you, sir.
Food Max.
So, in this setting, Freya is more focused on her role as the goddess of fertility
Okay.
and life.
Dope.
So she is very much more of a woman's goddess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then those are the temples.
Freya is spelled F-R-E-Y.
Freya is F-R-E-Y-R.
A Y-R. Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry, F-R-E-Y-A. Freyr is the god.
Yeah, Freya is okay.
And then so Tyr.
Tyr is a neutral, he's lawful neutral god of justice.
Okay. Neutral justice. Okay.
Yeah. He's straight up like, he's the guy that he says, I don't care if you're a peasant or if you're a noble, I don't care if you're good or bad, justice, period. End discussion.
In this world, is Thor just the same god of thunder?
Yeah, he's the god of thunder, the god of battle, you know, lightning, you know, he has Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Balder.
He doesn't have Stormbreaker?
Meow meow. Little meow meow.
Balder is,
I hated that character.
he's the god of beauty. So he would be the god of
Yeah.
bards.
Wait, who's the god of beauty?
Balder.
Balder.
Wait, who is Balder now?
B-A-L-D-E-R.
B-A-L-D.
Balder is the god of beauty. He's the god of music, of poetry.
I believe Loki actually kills him, right? In
No,
mythology.
Loki tricks one of the other gods into killing him because
Yeah.
Balder was immune to everything except mistletoe.
Right.
Yeah.
And he tricks one of the other gods into killing Balder. And it pisses everybody
Yeah.
off.
I'm sorry.
He tricks
it was
one of the
beauty
lesser
and-
gods into doing it.
Beauty, poetry,
Poetry,
music,
yeah.
anything that has to do with
So Balder's
artistic creation.
Anything good.
Balder's my bro.
Yeah, Balder would be, if you were to follow a deity, it would be Balder.
Okay. So
So, and again, because I know she's reading a book, anything that's incorrect as far as you know from anything
oh
else,
yeah, no.
this is my interpretation.
Right, no,
I
of
was
this
just curious because I love
Oh,
mythology.
go ahead. No, you know I love Nordic mythology too. I'm okay with this.
So would we be able to see and know what all the temples are walking into this temple
Just
area?
by their imagery or...
I am gonna, what's everybody's religion?
I have none.
So you would not.
Well,
I have
Okay.
+1 history, +1 religion,
So you, and you're a bard.
and I'm a bard.
So I'll give you a little bit of knowledge.
So could I be like, hey, there's...
Vadimir, you would have more knowledge than anybody because you're from this area
Right.
originally.
Would my +2 in history and my background of studying give me any knowledge? Whether I
you
follow a religion
You
or
could
not?
use that, yes.
Okay, because I don't follow a religion, but I've studied them.
Your religion is 0 though, so you have not studied them.
Okay.
You're just picking up information that you've picked up
That
while
I've
you were
gathered
here.
along
Yes.
the way, yeah. Okay.
What was
I just
Forseti
found-
the god of?
meditation.
Forseti is the god of meditation, inner peace.
Yeah.
Um,
I wrote him down as the Nordic Buddha.
Was a Solomon-like force for peace. I actually have him here, Forseti. The fair god, he was of justice, but it was a Solomon-like force for peace. He sat in judgment in his golden hall and settled disputes among the gods.
So in that respect, Tyr is the martial god of justice. He's the one that's going to pick up a sword and slaughter
enforce justice.
the infidels.
Right.
Yeah,
Whereas Forseti would be more of a peaceful god.
that's cool.
God of Justice, Peacemaker.
Dope.
But he does. But in my setting, he does not hold the justice domain.
He
That's
holds that
Tyr's.
peaceful meditation type. So Viridian would know about all these
You would
different...
have, whether you believe or not, is a different thing.
But I
you
would
have
know.
heard-
I would know the mythology of it.
Exactly. You would know the mythology.
So I'm going to, as we walk into this group of buildings, point out to everybody and explain, so that we all know what these temples are and what they pertain to. And I would like to, for my own personal shit, go.
Oh, and do keep in mind. I'm sorry. Odin is the father of all gods.
Yeah.
He's still the
That's like
all-father.
the main
It,
boss.
it doesn't matter who you worship. Odin stands above everybody.
Yeah.
Stop doing that, or I'm gonna start hitting the wall. A fucking cat.
I know, I saw you do that. I was like, ooh, a light.
I'm
So-
getting super distracted.
For my own personal reasons, after I explain what all the different temples mean, I would like to go to the temple of Forseti, which I have not spent a lot of time in, because I've just started
Right.
trying to fucking meditate.
Okay.
So I would like to go and talk.
Okay, so let's do that real quick. Everybody,
What does everybody else
if you have any interest,
I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna post at the back with Kit Rill, one of the rare occasions, because I don't as personally believe in any of this
Yeah,
Mumbo
but
jumbo.
are you
hogwash
gonna,
nonsense.
are you
but
gonna ask about demons?
at the same time, I'm gonna talk to Vadimir.
so what are you doing, Vadimir, in this situation?
I'm just hanging out with them at the moment.
Okay.
I might be going into one of these places and asking a few questions.
That's what I was gonna talk with Vadimir, and I'm gonna say, I know you've talked about this necklace, and I've seen you hold tight to it a few times. Do any of these gods relate to what you hold as a deeply held belief, or is that something else?
Well, no, this is not a god thing. It's a soul stone.
Soulstone. I'm gonna take notes on this side.
Do I hear
We're
this
just
talking? Are
I
we
mean,
still all here?
That's up to you
Can we
guys.
hear this?
How you want to do this?
I'm wherever, I'm outside. I'm not going to no damn temple.
It's up to you guys. Were you taking him aside, or do I hear this?
Well, it's up to you.
I'm not necessarily
Did
keeping
you run
it-
straight into the temple, or are you hanging
No,
back
I'm
with that?
like taking them on a tour, and
Okay.
I'm like pointing out
yeah,
shit.
so as you're describing the different gods of these temples, I'm gonna have this conversation with Vadimir, not trying to be secretive
I'm
necessarily.
gonna notice.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I mean, I wrote it down, so I'm gonna notice.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a dwarven soul stone. It's actually, according to the dwarves I grew up with, they believe that when they die, their soul transfers into the gem that they keep with them. And this was my fallen comrade.
So it doesn't move on beyond that stone, it's trapped
Well,
inside the stone?
yeah, but it's supposed to be taken back to their homeland.
Uh,
And what they do with them then, I
that's
don't
how
really
they're,
know.
how they're
Never-
put to rest necessarily, maybe.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Is that why it sparkles and shines sometimes?
I don't know. I don't know why that's happening, so I might go into one of these places and see if there's somebody that might have any knowledge on something like this.
Well, I'm planning on going into the Forseti temple. They practice like meditation and shit. Maybe they might know something about that.
Meditation and shit.
This is how Viridian talks about
I love
meditation. This
this
is
group.
not how I talk about it.
Y'all are definitely my fucking people.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll go in there with you and see if I can talk to someone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was looking for a book today, a tome, anything that might explain what's going on with this thing. Because I can't return it because the dwarves have sealed up their
Oh.
fortress.
I
in the
will.
mountains.
I will let you know. I told you now about those voices I was hearing that I thought were just my brain, but are now I'm realizing are not me. They told me not to touch that. So
What is necklace?
yeah, they did. Has anybody else touched it since you've had it?
No.
I wonder.
You don't let anybody close enough.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder what would happen, but I don't think we should test it because I mean, I don't.
Oh, please do.
Goes away.
Oh, please do.
Bob just grabs.
I have a question
That's,
for you. So you said that your people have closed up
The dwarves.
His people.
so your fallen comrade.
Was
Yeah.
a dwarf.
I grew up in a village that.
All right, so let
outside-
Vladimir answer these questions, please.
I grew up in a village that was just outside of the dwarven kingdom up north. So I grew up.
Okay.
I
So
I
you
grew up
grew up
among
with
the
them.
dwarves. Yeah, that's why I can speak their language.
So they wouldn't let
why
you
I
back
braid my
in?
hair this way. What's that?
They wouldn't let you back in?
Well, as far as I know, when they locked it up, there was no evidence of anybody out. You know, they had locked up the mountain hall.
Okay, so they like locked themselves in too?
As far as I know,
Okay, okay.
I
Do
was
you-
not able to
okay.
find anyone. Nobody answered the call.
So
And
maybe
it
if
was,
we.
it was right after I left my village.
And that was
Maybe
because
we
of the
should-
attack that occurred at your village.
I'm assuming it's all connected, but you know, they knew about what was going on. We had just traveled there to, you know, to get help.
Oh, and Chop Chop didn't talk, did he? You couldn't really ask him if he knew anything.
No, he didn't speak.
Maybe.
Plus, he's not from here.
You can
Yeah.
get that on our,
Yeah, they're from.
we can get a PDF on that, on the DMs Guild
Well,
website.
They're from
let's-
Thule or wherever, aren't they?
Right.
Oh, you got it?
They're from Shul.
Shul.
Let's
I've got most
keep an
of
ear
those
out.
That's-
You know,
okay, that's a
we're looking for
fantastic
my
book.
shit.
I love that book.
Let's
That
keep
was
an ear
one
out
of
for
my first
any
D&D
of the
books.
dwarven shit
Is that
for
what it
you.
is?
I think I have a paper copy.
Pretty and such talking. She's supposed to be
I've
fired.
got
She's
a
like
copy
shit
now.
all the time. This shit, that shit.
But yeah, things have been going
I will
on
talk
where
to
they
you later
know,
about
you know,
the books
you know,
I'm
it
looking
was
to get.
shiny.
If you got
Yeah.
access to
And
it.
I didn't know what was
That
what
pit
was
of
happening.
darkness, that was the only
Cool.
thing that penetrated that darkness was your necklace.
Yeah.
So it may be worth a question or two.
Yeah.
If any of these temples, it may not get you the answers you're looking for with, I mean, the temples are limited here, obviously, but it's definitely worth asking about because
No need to ask.
nothing
Souls
else
are
penetrated
pure.
that darkness.
Souls will shine in the dark. Big surprise.
Not every soul.
Well, I'll tell you one more thing. So, you know, you've been hearing voices and things like that. Well, this thing speaks to me sometimes.
You hear voices too?
Is that in the voice?
Not necessarily like I hear them, but I get.
Am I the only one who doesn't?
Is it in the voice of your comrade that fell? That
It's
whose
not,
soul is
like I
trapped
said, it's
within
not
that gem?
necessarily that I hear the voice. It's that I get the message.
Gotcha.
Oh.
But
That's what you asked. I thought you were just
So
thinking I was
you're
crazy.
actually hearing voices, Viridian, by the way.
Yeah, I hear them.
He's just comprehending a
Right.
complete thought or a message.
It's clairvoyance
But yeah,
as
so I
opposed to
get I get
clairaudience.
these vague messages that don't really help me out. So that's why I need to know what's going on with this thing.
Why are these bitches so vague, dude? I fucking hate it.
That's why I have nothing to do with gods. They do nothing but mess with you.
Yeah, I don't know if the gods have anything to do with this or not, but
Well, we
God's
know.
souls demons. they're
We
all
know
the same.
demons exist, so I hope there's something better than that out there.
Everything exists. You don't believe in it. That's your problem. But
All I would say is
How
it's-
helpful they are is
They're
up for
useless.
debate.
It's worth,
Yeah.
it's worth
All I-
asking. I'm not here to worship, but I may, ask some questions around some of these temples and see what they might be able to help us with.
all I know is the gods mess with little people and make
For
their
their
lives
own enjoyment.
miserable.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well,
Well, let's see if we can mess with them.
Good luck.
And
Good luck.
die.
Or at least,
I do my best
Figure
not
some
to
shit
meddle
out.
with the gods.
yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing, guys?
I think Bad and I are gonna go to the Temple of Forseti.
Okay.
What does everybody else want to do?
I wanna check out the temple. Just see what's popping. Just observe.
Which one?
See what's popping.
What's pop? Okay. Wolverine. Okay.
Wow, somebody Wolverine themselves before anything
I
happened.
know. I would have gotten you on track. Which one are you guys going to?
We're going to Forseti, the god of meditation, peace, and acceptance of self.
I'm gonna go to Balder.
I kind of want to go to Balder too, because
I
that's
know.
where my peace are at. But I need to find out a little bit more about this meditation shit.
So I'm just gonna check out Balder's temple.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. So just see if there's anybody I could talk to there. Just to.
Also, Balder is the god, or the father of Forseti, just in the original.
I'm gonna, if Kit Roll wants to accompany, I'm gonna go to the Temple of Tyr, since that's where Chris and Co. were hired to find this demonic weapon that might relate to what we're looking for.
Okay.
So
God?
I'm gonna talk to the priests at the Temple of Tyr and see if they might have any answers for what's been going on.
Sure, what the hell.
Okay.
You might ask better questions than me, that's why I'm asking you to come with me.
What's up?
no, I was just gonna say, so I'll be looking for someone, maybe a cleric or something, who might have a little bit of information about this.
Okay.
So
So,
what did you want me to discuss?
Nothing, I was just probing a line of questioning about your
Okay.
gem.
Okay.
You shining jewel.
Nothing in particular, just general knowledge.
Give you a little snippet.
I'll take it.
okay, so, Viridian and Bad, you are going to
Temple of
Forseti's-
Forseti.
Okay.
Let's go.
So what is your purpose here?
So my purpose, I would like to ask if anybody knows anything about something called Udar, and I also want to learn about meditation and maybe get some tips about how to do that a little better.
Okay. So you are approached by a cleric as you enter. His name is, what's it, Volik. Volik.
You're with me.
I wonder if I got something for this. I need to play with this more.
Ow.
So you're looking for tips on meditating?
Tips on meditation.
Are you gonna give him any information on what is going on?
Can I do an insight check on him first and like read him and see like how chill he is before I like open up? I do.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
I got
Let's
insight. Oh shit, dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. He's not a pothead.
Not a
He's
pothead,
not a
okay.
fucking hippie. Because I hate hippies. But he's very calm. You know, he's very relaxed.
Does he seem like he's not gonna like chain me up if I tell him some weird shit?
No, you get the impression that you can trust him.
Okay.
Because remember, ultimately, they all ultimately worship Odin.
Yeah.
And Odin, I mean, you know a lot about Nordic mythology.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird shit in Nordic
Oh
mythology.
yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
So he's pretty open. He's pretty open to some bizarre stuff.
So I'm gonna come to him. I'm gonna explain. Since I got a dirty 20, I feel pretty good about
Yeah,
opening
you feel
up to this
good
guy.
about this guy.
I'm gonna tell him that over the years I've always been able to read people, and over the past month, it's been getting more and more. I've been getting these dreams. I've been able to actually speak telepathically inside of people's heads, and occasionally they've been able to reply. And I'm also hearing these voices. And does he know about anything called Udar?
He does not know anything about Udar.
Okay. Does he have any tips? Because I tell him that I just started trying to meditate, and I did get some success when I tried in speaking with these voices, and it sounds like there's 2 of them from what I heard, Udar and Thiril. Has he had any knowledge of something like this? Has he heard of anybody else have this kind of thing going on? These dreams, this sleepwalking, anything like that?
His interpretation of that would be that you're definitely, I mean, you know, he's obviously a very open-minded person. His hair is clean, he's wearing shoes, so he's not a fucking hippie. But his interpretation of that would be definitely you need to see, there's some kind of inner, you have some kind of problem going on within yourself, and it's
You got
definitely.
problems, bitch.
Hey, I mean, obviously, he's gonna advise that you meditate and pray to Forseti
Okay.
and seek. But he definitely is going to, and he'll offer to have one of his acolytes sit and meditate with you.
I would appreciate that, and I would also love some tips because I would like to start meditating every day.
And that's the point of this acolyte sitting with you,
Okay.
is to help kind of train you in
Okay.
what they feel to be the proper meditation techniques.
Dope. So while I'm sitting with the acolyte, Vad, are you?
Yeah, so before they do their thing, can I ask him if there's someone I can speak to about the soul stone?
So how much
We're in a
information are
different
you going to
temple,
give him about the
No,
soul
he's
stone?
in my
I
temple.
thought we were going. Oh, it was you and me. Never
He's
mind.
with her, yeah.
Sorry.
It's me and you going to tier.
I got the wrong dude.
What'd you say, Dan? I didn't
So
hear
how
you.
much information are you planning to reveal to him?
I just want to know if there's anyone there that has any information about soul stones and any kind of lore or history or anything.
He
So
would
I'm not telling him much about it.
Advise you to help you himself. He would need more information on what you're looking for. But given the topic you're talking about, I mean, as soon as you say souls, he automatically thinks you should probably go to the Temple of Odin. Because Odin deals with the souls of the dead. You know, he's the one that controls the Valkyrie. That would be more of a talk to the cleric at Odin's
Right.
temple.
I figured as much. But
Yeah, that would definitely be his best bet.
Before I go off with the acolyte for my meditation training, I could be like, hey, Vad, I'm good if you want to go to Odin's temple.
Tifa, that's her fucking name. Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. That's who you're running. Sorry.
Random.
I said it earlier. I can't think of her fucking name.
So I'm currently being trained in meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dope.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave and go to the Odin temple.
Okay. Bob, what are you doing?
I'm going to
Balder.
Balder, yeah.
Okay.
Balder's temple.
Not Baldur's Gate.
They're actually spelled differently too.
Oh, it's not the same Baldur.
No.
No, it's not. No, there's a whole other reason for Baldur's Gate being the name it is. Okay, so what is your purpose at the Temple of Baldur?
Honestly, nothing. I was just wondering if maybe I could run in into any interesting people?
Anybody that he.
Oh my gosh, I didn't want to say that.
Yeah. So the cleric,
Wow.
all the priests, all the acolytes, they're all extremely attractive, male and female.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's just all. I mean, even the beauty here appeals even to your unemotional lizard self.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Wait, unemotional. Mom's been fucking everything with legs.
Well, that's lost. That's not emotion. That's lost.
That's fair.
'Cause lizards are. I mean, you're
They like
purely
to fuck.
logical. Fucking is procreation. It's purely logical to fuck
logic.
everything you can. It's just beauty. Like I mean, everything really. Even though you're very unemotional, you're very logical. It still touches you in a
How
way that you're
beautiful
not used to.
everybody is.
Is there anything you want to do here, or are you just exploring?
Why don't
No,
you brown
just like
cow?
exploring, seeing if there was anybody
Okay.
cool, seeing if I could talk to anybody, and see if they knew about what Viridian was talking about. What was it? Udar?
There's no information here on that.
No, okay. But yeah, just like hanging out, seeing if there was any cool characters that I can meet.
Okay,
Well, I just didn't know what else to do.
that's fine. You two.
It's on brand.
So I would have gone to the Temple of Tyr again. Logic being that's where Chris said they were hired by a Temple of Tyr in Alfast. So I would start probing any priests or clerics or whoever's here about Avakio and the things we've been running into, and if they might be able to help us in our quest to.
Tyr's temple is the right place to go.
That's what I
Honestly,
assumed.
Avakiel is known. He's not a demon lord, which is the highest ranking demon.
Right.
But he is a higher ranking demon as far as they know. You know, they're gonna clarify or damn it, not clarify, but
Confirm.
confirm. Thank you. His title is the Inquisitor. But they don't have a lot of. They're not demonologists.
Okay.
They don't have a lot of, you know, history on him. He's somebody definitely to be opposed.
Do they have any advice or methods of defeating this type of demon?
So, demons are chaotic by nature.
Right.
And they're obviously evil.
Right.
So any sort of, obviously magic weapon, you can't hurt a demon with a normal weapon, so
Right.
you want magic weapons. Anything that's lawful is anathema to them. Anything that's good, same. You know, they would definitely recommend taking a paladin with you or a cleric.
That is good.
Did you
And
say bad is good?
I did.
Never, ever, ever listen to anything a demon says. Don't even give them a chance to speak.
Right.
They will try to.
And does that
Everything they say is just a lie.
And that includes their followers, I assume.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They don't follow any sort of moral compass at all.
Right.
They'll say whatever they have to. They'll lie to you. They'll do whatever they have to
Unless they're pissing their pants.
to get ahead
All right.
or survive. And you never want to let one survive. If you have the opportunity, kill it.
Kill it. Yeah.
I took care of that.
Even and Tyr is very much. He's not a god of mercy. He's a
Right.
very martial god of justice.
Right. Just pure justice.
Kill it,
Right.
right? Don't
So,
just kill it.
With that being said, I will probe further in my inquiries if they have any knowledge of the Blood Hunters.
Yes, they do. There is knowledge of the blood hunters. It's not something that this temple approves of necessarily,
Right.
but they have worked with blood hunters in the past.
Do they know of any regionally within Lahan?
Not currently.
Okay.
Now remember, this is also a small temple in a smaller town.
Right.
But this is definitely an avenue you could pursue.
Okay, not Mahan.
He's going to warn you. It's something they do not approve of.
And that's fair. I understand. It's old blood magic. I understand. And then again, because Viridian had brought it up, I'll also ask if they have any knowledge regarding any entity named Udar.
Nope.
Nothing. All right. Kiro. Anything?
Not just yet.
All right.
Okay, so Vladimir, all right, are you done? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm done.
Okay,
Well,
Vladimir,
you're
you're going to the Temple of Odin.
Mhm.
Is there anything you want to do there?
Yeah, I want to see if there's anybody that might have some information on that, so whoever I need to speak to.
Okay,
Those tongues.
oh, I'm sorry, and by the way, guys, I'm sorry. Jurgen was the cleric at the Temple of Tyr.
Jurgen.
Jurgen.
How you spell that?
Jurgen. Jurgen.
Jurgens.
Jurgen's
I had Volek.
Right?
Volek.
Yes. Grenel was the cleric at the Temple of Baldur. Grenel. Grenal.
I want to say Grendel. So bad.
It's only 7:30.
And then at the Temple of Odin, the cleric is Torgeson. Torgeson. So it's going to be Torgeeason.
Torgeson.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they're going to direct you to the head cleric, high priest, whatever you want to fucking call him.
Torgeson.
Torgeson.
Okay.
And so you're going to have a conversation with him about this, and he's going to tell you, he knows of the dwarven belief that souls are held within these stones when they die. And based on, I don't know how much information you give him about this.
Well, yeah, I'm just inquiring about if there's any lore, history, anything that they might know about.
So,
You know, the intricacies of that, of this.
he's going to confirm everything that you think you know about it. It's all true. He worships Odin, and the dwarves worship another pantheon.
Yes.
But the dwarven and the Nordic pantheons work together. Yeah, they're closely knit.
Right.
This is true that the dwarves carry these soul stones, and when they die, based on the lore that he knows personally, because you're carrying one of these dwarven soul stones, he's going to assume that your buddy's soul is in somebody's soul is in there, and it's basically going to turn into a vengeance quest. You have to put his soul at rest to release it from the soul stone, right? Mm-hmm. It's not just about taking him home. It's about easing his spirit. If that makes sense.
Yes. Okay. Well, okay, so then I just leaned in and I said, look, this thing has been communicating with me.
Makes perfect sense to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there is still a living soul in there. So that makes sense to him, that it would be trying to communicate to you how to kind of direct your path, right? And you haven't given that information away, but if it was somebody close to you, they would be trying to help you at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Tyler, you dick.
I didn't turn it on.
Electricity costs money, bro. So yeah, if there's something communicating to you, it makes sense to him. and he would assume it's somebody close to you. They would be trying to direct you to, not only to release them, but to help you, right?
Right. All right. Well, then I'll just ask one more thing. If he knows anything about Alphast and possibly if there's, you know, anyone there or any more information I might find, say, in the library.
Oh, absolutely. The temple library in Alphast is massive. There's also, you know, there's the Mage's Tower, which it obviously would have a huge library.
Okay.
Alphast, the city, has its own library. Alphast is the center of learning and knowledge in Lahan. So it'd be a fantastic place to go if you wanted to learn more.
All right. Thank you very much.
So,
You
go on.
go ahead. I mean, do I pay them for their services or what?
If you want to, it'd be a donation.
Yeah. All right. I'll kick them a 1 gold piece.
I'll do that too. So as I'm coming to the end of this training with the meditation training with
So how long are you going
Bullet.
to spend with him? Well, you're not with the cleric, you're with an acolyte.
Okay, so which acolyte am I with then? I want to talk to him as I'm leaving.
Give me a name. I don't have a name.
The names that all just flew into my head were terrible.
Joseph.
I like that name personally. One of my favorite names.
Jurgens.
I already used it.
Jergens.
Not Jurgen, but Jurgens.
Oh, never mind. Too late.
The lotion, yeah.
His name is Stefan.
Stefan.
That's a terrible name.
Stefan.
Just thinking Stefan from Vampire Diaries. Anyway, so
We're weird.
what have I?
What are you hoping to get out of this?
I'm hoping that I gain a little bit more control and understanding about the meditation process, and a little bit more understanding of how to contact. And
How long are you going to spend here?
I'm thinking at least an hour while everybody else is doing their stuff. Like, how long did everybody's stuff go for?
So, well, you tell me how long you spend here. Don't worry about them. How long do you want to spend here?
An hour.
Okay.
Spend an hour with him doing
So,
a meditation class.
Anytime you make a wisdom check
Mhm.
while you're meditating, specifically to deal with these voices, you get a +1 on your check.
Okay.
I'll give you that. So I'm going to say overall this took about an hour and a half
Okay.
for what you guys were doing.
That would only put us
So,
at
but-
5.
So it's a now you're saving throw, a wisdom check,
Wisdom check.
specifically
with these
when you're
voices.
meditating, dealing with these voices. You get a +1 to your check.
Okay. And
And I do not know how to add that to D&D Beyond, so you're just going to have to
that's fine.
remember it.
I'll write it down and put it somewhere. I'll put it in a note or something. Do I learn anything else interesting from this experience with Stefan or Stefan?
I'm going to leave that up to you. Ask yourself, knowing your character, knowing your background, what would an hour of focused meditation teach you about yourself? I'm going to leave that on you. And then you let me know. You don't have to decide right now, but you let me
How
know.
about
I
we'll
know.
deal with it
Everything
later,
there is to know about
depending with the
telepathy.
voices and stuff too.
We can do something about that later, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm a perfect
And
telepath.
also, as I'm leaving, can I just, as an aside, ask if he knows anything about Avakiel and demon stuff and the murders?
You would get the same basic information that's been gathered
Okay.
elsewhere.
I'm gonna throw him a gold piece too.
Yeah, it's
You being fancy.
It's on my meditation. You gotta pay for that shit, people. God, check out my other YouTube channel.
actually
Shameless plug.
I'll be honest with you guys. The place to ask questions like that would have been at the Temple to Odin.
Well, he did. Oh, you didn't ask
We
about
didn't
that.
know Avakiel.
You didn't. No,
Not at the Temple to Odin. That would have been the best place to ask.
Well, now that you mention it, no.
Or the Temple to Tor. Because that's kind of his.
Well, it's only 5 p.m. I've only been to one temple.
Now that I've given you the information, I don't know if I can allow you to do it.
I was gonna say, yeah, now it doesn't.
I don't think that'd be fair.
Now it doesn't count. You should have told us that next
I
session.
will
I
say
should've
though,
waited. That's my
Viridian
fault.
would have checked out at least a little
Well,
bit.
go
more.
ahead. That's fine.
Okay.
Because it's my fault. I should not have said anything. I'm just being a dick now.
I'll roll an investigation check to see, or whatever check you think is appropriate for me to have come to that conclusion myself.
Well, I mean, she said she would have explored other temples
Knowing
anyway, so I'm
what-
going to allow you.
I
Knowing
only would have
what
thought Tyr
Viridian
because that's where
knows.
Chris came from. So.
Yeah, but
Well, you're following your nose. Go ahead, Scooby.
okay.
Zoink, Scoob.
And I told everybody what they were all about, so I was
Yeah.
hoping the person who went to the Temple of Odin would have checked
But
that
he
out.
didn't- he didn't
but he
think
didn't,
about
so
it.
I'll go to the Temple of Tor.
Okay.
Because I thought one of our team already went there. So I'm going to the Temple of Tor to ask about
Alright, so
Avakiel
that's
and
a-
murders.
That's Curran, is the cleric. Curren.
Okay. So I'm going to introduce myself.
So where are the
and
rest of us?
Explain that I'm
I think
investigating
we're still
these
wrapping up our other
demonic
sessions.
activities.
Well, no, this is after you guys all finished and met up.
Okay.
So then I guess we all go.
So
to the
do we
Temple
all
of
go?
Tor.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's up to you guys.
Let's.
Now, okay.
But you
Okay.
spent the longest in a temple.
Yeah.
You spent more time than they did.
Okay.
So I'm assuming once you get out, you guys would meet up in the courtyard,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, okay. So now we met up, and I'm gonna say, hey, did anybody learn anything about Avakiel or the demons or anything?
Not much.
Not much. I want to go to the Temple of Tor and ask.
That's pretty cool.
Sure.
I like that.
That makes sense, I guess.
So we're going to the Temple of Tor.
Okay.
So now we're talking to Curran,
Okay.
and
What are you asking?
I'm gonna tell Curran about how we're investigating these murders, and we've seen some demonic activity in the area. Do you know anything about Avakiel or this other symbol, which we have, but we don't know yet?
Okay. The other symbol is bullshit.
Oh,
It's not even.
is it a copycat?
It's not even a demonic symbol.
Other symbol is bullshit.
All right,
that's not even
a
a
deciding
demonic symbol.
factor.
So we got just a regular ass serial killer on our hands, plus some demon worshippers. Bitch.
Why wouldn't the council have just come to the temple and figured that out for themselves?
Cause they lazy.
Because they're politicians. They don't actually do anything.
Yeah.
We're all here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all together.
So didn't they say that some of the bodies had the symbol and some of them didn't?
Some of them
had
had
a Vakiel symbol and some of them had this
A
new
different symbol. So I think it's a copycat.
New
So,
symbol is
so the
bullshit,
symbol of
trying to get away
Avakiel
with
is
murder.
legit.
Yeah,
Right.
The other one is fake.
it's a fake.
And I will give
symbol.
you the symbol
Fucking
because
fake
it may
news.
apply later on.
Fake news.
So, okay, but what do you know about Avakiel?
So you're gonna get the same basic information.
Okay.
Chaotic evil.
They do know that
Inquisitor.
Avakiel he's not aligned with any particular demon lord.
Okay.
He's kind of I don't want to use the word mercenary because he's not a fighting man, but it's the basic idea. He goes to whoever pays him the highest, and his job
Okay.
is to be a torturer.
You said Avakiel does that?
Avakiel, yeah. He's the Inquisitor. He's basically a torturer. His job is to take souls that are unbreakable, like a lawful good paladin, for example, and torture them to the break so that they convert to chaotic evil.
A lot of the people that were taken were innocents from the farms.
Children.
Yeah, there were
A lot
children.
of children.
And Avakiel is very much one of those guys. He has no. I mean, again, he's a demon, so he has no actual moral compass. But
Right.
Avakiel is worse than most in that respect. He just enjoys what he does. Like he's one of those guys. He just enjoys it for the sake of doing it.
Any tips on how to uncover Avakiel worshippers or fight against Avakiel?
So do you guys remember that basement you went into where it was pitch black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what that was, what I modeled that on, I don't know if you guys know what a deprivation chamber
Yeah,
is.
I
Right,
said that
right,
last time.
right.
So
Sensory
a deprivation chamber is where you're deprived of all your senses, and that's the primary source of torture.
Can also be a meditation tool.
It
So how
can for, it depends on how
A
it's
small number of
used.
people, yeah.
It depends on how it's used.
probably an IDC
Your mental
too.
state.
How would we counteract these effects? Is there something we need to carry with us? Is there a magical means to counteract it?
There are certain, you can have items blessed.
Ooh.
Um,
Can you guys bless some items?
You know, you could take holy water. It would help. You know, having, like I said, having a paladin or a cleric would definitely be a bonus.
So just carrying holy water in a vial
No, you have to use it.
to use
We
it.
could, like,
so
put it on
just
shit.
Splash it around the room or
Like
something.
maybe our
Um,
eyes or items or something?
Maybe.
But the primary thing to remember, and it's difficult to remember because it's a wisdom saving throw. I almost said will. That's from fucking 4th edition. It's a wisdom saving throw. Remember that what you see is not always real. So an example, if you were to describe having been in that deprivation chamber, he would tell you that was probably all an illusion.
So we didn't even go down any stairs.
No, you went down there, but everything you experienced was probably an illusion.
Doesn't
Which
that
we
mean-
did see a
what's
lot of
his face?
illusion
Would-
magic around
would-
stuff.
Would dispel magic affect that illusion?
Possibly.
It'd have to be strong.
Possibly. But now remember, you're talking to a priest.
Right.
So his magic is like, okay, yeah, possibly, but you probably want a fucking priest. So having a paladin cast or dispel magic would probably be the way
Work
to go.
better, yeah.
Because his god is backing it up. It's not just an arcane thing.
Well, then I guess to echo her question, would you within this temple be able to bless any items to assist us in this quest?
If you were to come to us before you enter that, because a blessing only lasts so long.
Right.
Right. It's not an enchantment.
How long?
What are you looking for?
I don't know if I were to bless my sword. Or to bless Kitril's staff.
For 500 gold, you could have 7 days
Okay.
worth of a blessing. So what a blessing would do is that would give you advantage on attacks against a demon.
But then, like, if he were to enter that basement with his blessed staff or my blessed sword, the effects would not work.
No, well, no, it would work. But if you were to look for something like a light spell,
Or like goggles. Could you bless my goggles so I could see through the
if
dark?
you had goggles,
If I had goggles.
why are you from New Jersey all of a
Sorry. I just watched a couple. I just watched a couple movies from New Jersey. I'm sorry.
sudden? Yeah, they could do something like that.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know.
If you had some glasses or some
Yeah.
goggles or a monocle or something.
Spectacles.
Yeah, they could do something like that.
Okay.
But
Good
it would
to
be
know.
600 gold for a 7-day duration.
600 or 500?
You said 500.
500, sorry.
Okay.
500 for a 7-day duration.
Okay.
And it would take 24 hours to complete the
To
ritual.
bless it, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. So again, that
So
is
that's one of those things so what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna go through every particular instance. I'm gonna say that option is open. If you guys have an idea, ask me and I'll tell you yay or nay, right?
fair enough.
Because I mean, there's like 3,000 options I could go through there.
Right.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, that option is open too.
Fair enough.
And I don't think we asked here yet, and we may have already, but
Udar.
anything about Udar?
Nothing.
Anything here? Okay. Just checking.
I don't think anybody knows anything about the Zudar folk.
I already told you it's one of the weird voices in my head.
You didn't tell me.
I thought I said that.
Oh wait, yeah, you did. Never mind. You told me in retcon mode. Because I said Udar before.
Oh, and a piece of information, for these blessings, you want to go to a temple of Tor, Tyr, or Odin.
Okay.
Those are the three primary deities for battling demons.
Good to know.
That's kind of part of Odin's whole shtick, is fighting the
Bad
other
shit.
world. Yeah.
So,
Well, it's good to know that this other symbol is bullshit. It'll save us some time. We don't
Oh yeah,
have
that
to
symbol's
do this.
totally. I'll still give you the symbol drawn out just so you have it, but it's
Right.
bullshit.
So we don't have to spend any time worrying about this for the council, and we can just go about our business and tell them
you've
It's
got a
bullshit.
copycat serial killer
it's
on
just
your
a,
hands.
It's a run-of-the-mill killer.
Yeah.
Which, cool, if we could stop that, I'm
Which
fine.
to be and to be fair, the word serial killer had not been invented at this point.
It's a run-of-the-mill
Killer.
crazy person killing people for no apparent reason, but it has nothing to do with what this evil shit that we're dealing with, so we cannot waste our time over it. Especially for only 250 gold. I mean, I would love to stop somebody like that, but at the same time, for lack of a better term, we have bigger fish to fry.
Fish.
Fried.
Are we, do we have any other questions here at the Temple of Tor?
I'm good.
Okay.
Or well, wait. Being the temple of Tor and thunder and lightning and shit. Can you do other enchantments on weapons with lightning damage?
Nope.
Do you, question.
I knew you were going. I'm sorry.
I have a question.
They don't have any mages on hand.
My double Yickle with lightning damage.
Do they know anything about the dragon at the Stonehenge?
No.
Ooh, good question.
Okay.
Remember, that's outside of Alphas.
Yeah, but it's
It's not.
Okay.
The
just
effects
checking.
the effects of that have not reached this area yet.
Then
Yet.
yet. After, so if nobody else has anything at the Temple of Tur?
No.
Okay, then on our way out, Viridian's just gonna pop into the Temple of Freya, which is all about fertility and life and womanhood.
You trying to have a baby?
And
Well, she's got to make sure her period is on track.
yeah,
right?
it's not fucking. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Anyway.
I'm bleeding a little too much.
Oh yeah, you don't fucking know. Anyway.
I don't know, honestly. It's a joke.
So stopping in at the Temple of Freya, all about fertility and life, and the womanhood, creation, all that
Right,
shit.
right.
I'm gonna go up to the cleric that I meet there. who is-
And that is
Yeah, I'm not going to that temple.
I'm good. I'm gonna post up outside.
that's Grinja.
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 My social skills are way too awkward for this. I'm just gonna stay outside.
Yeah. So I'll go in, and I'm gonna let her know.
Just so everybody on YouTube knows, I do take womanhood very seriously. I respect you. I appreciate you.
So I'm gonna go up to Grinja,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna. Can I insight check and see if I can trust this
Yeah,
lady?
absolutely.
Make sure she's not like a fucking nun. Because yeah.
Make sure she's at least seen a dick.
Or at least doesn't judge me for have seen a dick. And I got a 18.
Yeah, she is, again,
She has seen
so you know how
some
open
penises before.
sexuality was
Yeah.
back then. She's very,
yeah. Freya followers would have seen
she's
something.
very
Anyway,
open. Yeah, absolutely. You
Okay.
can trust her. Yeah.
so I'm opening up
Fair
to.
followers would have seen some dick.
What are they gonna drink?
They are, they're not abstinent by any stretch of the
Okay,
imagination.
so I'm gonna open up to Grinja
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell her a bit about what's been going on with me mentally and see if she knows
How
anything
is
about
she?
Udar, any of this other
She
stuff.
doesn't
and
know anything about
asking-
Udar.
Okay, then I'm also going to.
Oh, and surprisingly enough, there are actually male acolytes in the Temple of Freya.
Both
Just-
or just male?
No, it's both. Female
Both.
and
Okay,
male.
yeah, that's
I mean,
not
female,
not surprising.
Female
It's really not,
male, but
actually.
there are male acolytes
Yeah.
in there.
So I'm not surprised by
And
that.
they're not all homosexual.
No.
Okay.
After I don't get anything about the mental stuff, I'm gonna talk to Grinja and open up to her about what the fucking bandits and slavers did and see if they have any info. Maybe they've heard of other survivors, or maybe they have any way that they could help
Okay, so
me.
what I'm gonna do here, I don't mean to interrupt you, I don't wanna interrupt you,
Yeah.
but this is gonna be like an hour-long scenario.
Okay,
It's gonna be like a counseling session, basically.
okay.
So while you're in there doing that, I wanna give the rest of the group, so you have an hour of free time without, she goes into the Temple of Freya. What do you guys wanna do?
I
I'm
get
going-
bored and I start wandering around looking for indigo.
I'm gonna go to the Weary Traveler.
Where are you going?
For indigo?
She wanted ink,
Oh, you're looking, okay,
indigo plants.
okay. So you go back to the market, to the herbalist.
No, I'm doing my search thing.
Well, you're in town, you're not gonna find anything.
Jesus.
Go outside of town.
Okay.
I'm
Roll
bored.
roll survival, or nature, whichever's higher.
Oh shit, that sucks.
You waste 3 hours and find nothing. So that's 3 hours of your day gone. What are the
Well,
rest
that
of you
was
guys
a
doing?
4. Come on, I have a plus
It's
2.
not enough. Not even close.
I know.
What's everybody else doing during this?
I'm going back to the Weary Traveler.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a drink and see if there's any of the Hell Riders around.
Okay, so we'll get back to you there.
Alright.
Vladimir, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'll go to the Weary Traveler too.
Okay, Bob?
Sure, I'll tag along. Why not?
Okay, so let's get back to you three. So how do you want to do this?
I'm looking for a
So, I'm
For
going to
what?
open up and
For scraps to
explain
get all
about the
armor.
backstory and about the bandits who took me
Mhm.
from the circus and what they did to me and the slavers, and ask if they've heard of any other survivors, and also if they have anything that may be able to help me with these fucking rage fests and, you know,
Okay, so the first thing she's going to offer you is obviously prayer,
yeah.
meditation.
Yeah.
Right.
Have they heard of any other survivors?
She's also going to offer you drugs.
What kind of drugs?
You want these opioids?
You know exactly what kind of drugs. You fucking hippie.
You wanna do some acid?
I mean, obviously there have been survivors of rape that she's dealt with, but not that are specific to your case,
Okay.
right? Like this, you know, it happens, it's happened, it's always gonna happen kind of thing.
But they haven't heard anything
But not
that is
specifically tied to
similar.
your type of story.
Does she have any other advice for me
Well,
besides prayer and meditation?
you know, you can go talk to the, cleric at Forsetti's temple, because
Yeah.
he's all about inner peace, and you can
Yeah.
stay here, we will help you, with prayer and meditation to, and she's gonna go down, so I know, I'm not trying to downplay the post-traumatic of rape victims, but it's kind of, what you would expect to hear from a
From a
therapist.
church folk, yeah. I
You
know.
know.
I know exactly what you'd expect to hear from those people.
I'm not
Anyway,
I'm not trying to downplay it by going over it quick, but I don't really know how to say.
honestly,
everything.
I would expect, from my experience of it, I would expect a group of Freya worshippers to give me a fucking dagger. Or, like give me some self-defense or some shit.
Stab, stab, motherfucker!
Well, I mean,
Stab, stab.
You're walking in there with daggers littering your body.
Yeah.
Like,
So, but they would do that for other
But-
people, but I've got that
but
covered.
you're getting that basic, that first time
Yeah.
counseling session.
I'm already on revenge mode, and they're like, okay, take care of the mental shit as well.
Exactly.
But I do want to ask DM. I asked aside what kind of drugs, but like seriously, like how many of these drugs could I get, and what would they do to another person if I like drugged
So
someone?
there-
Slipped him? Trying to give somebody GHB?
No, I mean like if I like poisoned an enemy or something, like what would
Okay.
these
So,
drugs
so
do?
you would be looking at hallucinogenic mushrooms,
Yes.
Nice.
and
What is that?
I don't know what the equivalent would be, but basically pot.
So, but could I slip this to somebody
You
unawares?
could try to, yes.
I like
Okay.
that.
But they'd have to
Yeah.
So
eat
how
it,
many would they give me? How many doses?
You have to pay for it.
How much is it?
For a dose of pot, it would be $1 per dose. For the mushrooms,
She's just gonna smell
it would be $7 per dose of mushrooms.
So the mushrooms would cause people to hallucinate.
Yes, they're hallucinogenic.
Okay.
But they would have to actually consume
Ingest it, yes.
Right. So you'd have to not only slip it to them, they'd have to chew it up and swallow it.
Yeah, you can't like inject it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to do.
It's not heroin. I mean,
it
they have heroin.
could be useful.
It's worth a shot. I just that might be difficult in combat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but we might have other.
If we're sneaking,
Situations.
And, hold on, and just in case you're curious about this, I have a book that details the use of drugs in D&D.
So it's 7 silver pieces for the hallucinogenic
For a
mushrooms.
dose of the mushrooms.
Can I buy 4 doses?
Yep.
Okay. 4 doses of shrooms.
oh. Wait, but there's 5 of us.
What am I gonna say about it?
That's fair. That's fair. That's enough. That's enough.
That's 28, right? Fuck. 28?
Well, I don't care what the numbers are, it's a dose.
28. Well, no, 28 silver
28
pieces.
silver.
Oh,
for
okay.
4 of us.
So that's just for me to subtract my gold later. Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, I've never eaten mushrooms, I don't know what a dose is.
Oh.
You said 28, I was like, is that 28 mushrooms? No?
No, that's the silver pieces for
Okay.
the total.
A
Okay.
cap or two. Yeah.
So
Right.
I will take that. Thank you so much. I feel like this could really help.
And of course, you're always welcome back. You know,
Appreciate
so on and so forth.
Dope. Dope.
There's a lot of dope. And then the FBI busted it.
Get raided by the feds. Sorry, if I could jump in. Prior to going back to the Weary Traveler, since we've been around Fairguard enough at this point, is there anywhere in town that has like a fighting pit?
Absolutely.
Where's
There is
that?
an arena pit.
Where's that?
So that big open green,
Yeah.
that's that's like the fairgrounds.
Okay.
Once every, I'd say 3 weeks, they do, like on a Sunday, they hold like a Scottish boxing match.
Dope.
Yeah,
What day of the week is it?
Sunday. I just said that.
Dope.
I
I'm going
have to
there.
say every Sunday.
Sunday!
I'm going there.
Saturday too.
I have an itch, and I'm going there.
Spatula City!
So you wanna?
I want to get in a scrap.
Yes. I've been hoping somebody would do this. Right? Not even joking. So, if we could, I need to use the restroom again.
Quick break.
That coffee is kicking my ass.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Car.
Have a smoke.
Yeah, game on. Game on. Missing my dad jokes.
How are we gonna do this, guys? What's going on?
Yeah. I head into the fighting pit.
I'm apparently lost outside looking for shit and I can't find it.
So we're on day 28.
But we have
So apparently
met
day
up.
28 is Sunday.
Day 28 is
What
a Sunday.
time
Oh,
is it?
God,
Is it
yeah,
still 5:30?
It would have been like a while now.
You guys tell me. What's
I
the time?
mean,
What
It
time
would've been
does
like
the
so-
fight pit
I'm not
start
taking
at?
notes.
Okay, so we ended our all individual investigations at 5:30.
Okay.
But then we all went to the Temple of Thor. So how long would that have taken? us?
Tor.
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 Sorry. How long would that all taken us?
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Seriously, we just went in,
Half
asked
hour.
some questions, left.
Half hour. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock.
I like rounding things
I
up.
went to
Alright.
the Temple of Freya.
Well, you went there first, and then we all met up, and then
Yes.
went to the
No.
Temple of Thor.
No,
No, we
Tor
went
was
to
the-
Tor
No,
first.
you went to Freya.
I went
was
to
after.
Freya after.
Well, then I'm gonna say at
She was there an hour.
6 o'clock I headed to the fighting pits,
Yes.
and I
Okay.
asked Vladimir if he wanted
And I
to
went and
go.
go looking for shit and got lost.
Oh yeah, you spent 3 hours outside of town.
Yep.
So, would I have come out and seen anybody after? So I would have come out at what, 6:30?
Oh no, you would miss most of the fight at that point. Because you went to the fighting pit at 6.
Yeah.
You probably would have missed. You probably would have missed his fight.
So I would have probably been walking back to Gillen's Glory, which would have taken me by the fighting pit. So would I see them at least
what's your
there?
passive perception?
13.
Not past the crowd, no.
By that time, I'm probably
But I would've
already,
noticed-
I'm either
I would've
already
noticed
bloodied
the
or
crowd.
victorious.
You would notice the crowd.
And I would have gone to be like, what the fuck is this?
What'd you have?
Yeah,
Be
Viridian.
honest.
Viridian would have seen a crowd and been like, "Ooh, who's performing?"
Okay.
Yeah,
But
she
by
would.
that time, would have I either been bloodied or victorious at that moment?
Yeah.
No, I would say you would have come in halfway through your fight.
Okay. So I went up curious about what other people were looking at because I always want to see a performance.
That's all you hear.
What's going on over here?
Okay, so I'm just
Is
gonna.
Bob with me?
No, I assumed that I was at the fighting.
Yeah, you
grounds.
left. You
Oh,
already
okay, you went
left.
to the fighting
Alright,
pit.
so
Yeah.
you guys came with me to the fighting pit.
You were by yourself. You're way outside of town,
Yep.
wandering around. Vladimir, I would assume you went to the fighting pits with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down in the pit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, as we were leaving, I'm just gonna tell him, you know what, I've got an itch, and I want to go punch something.
You're good.
So I'm going to the fighting pit.
So, I am not going to create a character for this.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna play by ear.
All right.
I have a 15th level character we can
The fuck?
I was tempted to have you fight Einrich.
Let's go!
Einrich would kill you.
Hey, it's unarmed combat.
He would still kill you.
Heinrich.
The guy that we turned away when we were on our way to
Like
Fairguard.
Oh,
second
yeah.
Because he
episode,
showed up with
yeah.
like 4 fucking
4
swords.
swords.
3.
I'm pretty sure that was one of the skill challenges that we
Yeah,
had.
whatever.
We were supposed to talk to him.
He
but
showed
I
up
wasn't
scary as fuck, and I was not in the mood.
Which I don't understand because these bitches carry 5 fucking daggers. How are 3 swords scary?
Because I can't see their 3 fucking daggers. These 3 swords were visible as fuck.
I don't understand that. Anyway,
Makes sense.
let's get back to the game.
Alright, so I'm gonna.
But you guys let the fucking Minotaur into your camp.
She
I
allowed
love
Minotaur into our
Boris.
camp.
Yes.
She allowed the Minotaur.
Bob loves Boris.
Anyway.
Boris is great.
So-
anyway.
I'm
What
sad
is-
that I didn't.
What
use
do I
my
see as I
Minotaur
approach the
language.
fighting pit?
I should've
So it's been
used-
going for a while.
Okay.
So you have to wait a few minutes
Right.
while the previous contestants fight it out. And it is a Scottish boxing match. It's bloody, it's dirty, it's hardcore.
It's naked.
Yeah, literally it's naked.
Right.
It's hard.
Alright.
There's no way you're sneaking a weapon in.
That's fair.
There's no way you're sneaking armor in.
That's fine.
This is all fist to fist. So, as you put your name in,
Okay.
and when your turn comes up, how tall are you?
5'9"?
What's your weight?
I think 200 pounds.
Okay. So the guy you're fighting is 6'2", and he's about 300 pounds.
Sorry, 180 pounds.
Okay, so he's about 300 pounds. So this is obviously a strength-based fighter.
Person,
He's
right.
huge. You know,
I'm tiny and I can dodge.
he's like Gerard Butler. If Gerard Butler were Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because
Okay, that's fair.
Gerard Butler's way sexier than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He is.
I like the Arnold.
The Phantom of the Opera.
Yes,
is
pretty
here.
good.
Bob.
Okay, I just have a really kind of like off-topic question. How much would I weigh being a 7-foot tall lizard?
As a lizard man, 7 foot tall, it
Let's roll
depends.
up.
Are you large or are you lean?
I would like to say I'm more lean.
I would say at 7 feet, you would probably be about 240.
240. Okay, I
Yeah.
said 200 because I just didn't know.
200 is fine. If that's what
Okay.
you want, because you're leaner.
I'll do 240.
Yeah, I would say that would be fair.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I have this feature as an entertainer by popular demand. I
Yes.
can always find a place to perform, usually an inner
Okay.
tavern, possibly a
Sounds
circus
right.
theater, blah blah blah, Norble's Court. At such a place, I receive free lodging and food,
Mhm.
blah blah blah, depending on the quality of the establishment, as long as I perform each night.
You
In
should
it-
have been using that, so I didn't make you roll performance checks.
Oh, I thought
You
the
could have
part-
got that for free.
So I'll get it for free from now on. But anyway, in addition, my performance makes me something of a local figure. When strangers recognize me in a town where I've performed, they typically take a liking to me.
Mhm.
So as I'm seeing this commotion and walking up in my sexy dancer's outfit, and I've performed at least 3 or 4 nights in
Okay,
this town.
Tifa.
Does anybody notice me? Like, can I get up?
Everybody notices.
Can I get up to the front? Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, can I just walk through and people are like, oh.
Everybody's laser focused on the fight, but they'll let you get through.
I
the
get
crowd.
through, so
Does
I
that
get like
mean-
front row seats.
Yes.
Then does that mean halfway through the fight she can inspire me? being her ally, can I get some bardic inspiration?
If I walked,
Okay, hold on. I will allow you one
Okay.
bardic inspiration. One.
Cool.
if
You're gonna need it.
Viridian walked through the crowd.
How many rounds would have to occur before we're halfway through the fight?
So, it's going to be halfway through the fight. So, what we're going to do, I don't want this to take all fucking night.
Right.
So, we're going to do a couple of rolls,
Okay.
and then I'll let you know when the bardic inspiration comes into play.
Okay.
Okay?
Because Viridian would
No.
legit walk up to the front and be like, is that fucking silver?
And if I'm getting my ass kicked, I need
Look
some
at me like-
inspiration.
Alright, so you are now in the ring.
All right.
I'm
And
gonna toss that over.
And I'm fighting some kind of fucking barbarian or
this
something.
is obviously a gambler's wet dream.
Right.
Right? This is a prize fight.
And I'm gonna tell both of them to
Oh, can I
start
gamble on you?
start
Yes.
placing wagers.
Yes. I'll put 10 gold pieces on silver.
Well, no, you can't because you
can't
come
yet.
in halfway through the fight.
That's
you can't
true.
bet on it.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah,
So
you-
it's
betting
six,
would probably be
it is
close by the
6 to
time you get
1 odds against silver.
Six-
Nice,
It's
nice.
6
I
to
like
1.
those odds.
You guys
Okay.
can vote if you want.
So mark down how much you bet. It's 6 to 1 odds.
Obviously, I'm gonna have to go.
I am going
silver.
I'm gonna bet 15 gold on myself.
I'll bet.
I will allow it.
All right.
Generally, fighters can't bet on themselves,
That's
but I will,
probably fair.
I will allow
Tell you
it.
what, let's do this. I'm gonna give Vladimir
No,
15 gold to bet on me.
I will allow it.
Okay.
Because you're not betting on another fighter, you're betting on yourself.
Right.
I'll allow it. 6 to 1 odds.
I'll put down 10 on him.
Okay, so we got 15, we got 10,
I'll do 15 too.
15.
I appreciate
Even
I appreciate you guys'
little
faith in me.
15
Oh,
level
yeah.
down and you eat his face.
So let's not lose now, okay?
I got this. I got
My
this.
sneak attack's 8d6.
Okay. So, naked,
Taking you down.
your armor class is
Strip
what?
down. You said 10 plus my dex,
Well,
right?
Take off your armor. It'll tell you.
Okay.
Unequip your armor.
equipment,
Did you change it?
Skill
I haven't done anything,
So it
mail.
should be 10.
That drops my
Plus
armor.
his dex.
Armor class is 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
because it's plus your dex modifier.
Well, I thought you said 1.
No, that's what I want it to be.
Oh, okay.
That's not what it is. So your armor class is 12.
12.
Okay. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Natural 20.
Game over, man! Game over!
Love it! Just come out and fucking
Ooh.
cock him.
Nat 20.
No shit!
No!
Alright,
What's your
alright.
dex modifier?
Plus 2.
He goes first.
Okay. Wait, he has a higher dex than me?
He has plus 4.
The fuck kind of 300-pound motherfucker is that?
He's a fucking
Look
Viking,
at this
bro.
200-pound motherfucker with like a plus 18 dex.
He's a Viking.
Well, not that.
Alright.
Okay, so he goes
So,
first.
I'm gonna square up.
Plus 3.
So what this is gonna do is gonna be unarmed.
Right.
I'm gonna let you use your dexterity bonus instead of your strength for your attack.
Okay.
So it's 1 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
Right, oh, for the damage.
For the damage.
Okay.
Yes. So if you look at your actions, you see your
Right,
your
my unarmed action is one hit, one damage.
It's
but-
supposed to be plus strength, but
Right.
I'm gonna let you use dexterity.
Okay, cool.
To be fair.
I can dig it.
So that's gonna be that hits. It's
Okay.
12. And he has so that's gonna be 6 points of damage to you.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Alright. No. Natural 20.
No. Oh my
So
god.
so you
it's-
double
So that'd be double.
so it's 2
2
plus
plus
your
2, so
dexterity.
4.
So 2 plus your dexterity modifier.
So 1 double would be 2 plus 2 for my dex would be 4 points of
Okay.
damage.
Nice. Wrong.
I feel like I'm in an Assassin's Creed side quest right now. I love it.
Right?
So I just eat that first punch. Bam!
Yeah.
Now hold on, let me. Sorry, I was not.
He's probably got a
correct here.
fucking high HP. He's a big motherfucker.
When do I walk
I don't have
up?
any dodge.
Well, hold on.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm just too excited.
It's gonna be a couple of rounds. So you took what?
I took 6.
Took 6. He took what?
4.
4. Okay. Perfect. Alright, it's his turn.
Okay.
It's gonna miss.
Yeah!
Your turn.
Oh, that's not great. You said plus dex, right?
Well, it's your hit bonus.
Oh.
For your unarmed strike.
Unarmed,
To hit.
unarmed strike, same thing. It's only a 9.
Yeah,
Guys,
misses.
this is 2.
Please tell me when I walk up.
Oh, he hits.
Dope.
So that's gonna be 1, 5,
Crushing
it's gonna be
blow.
another 6 points of damage.
Fuck, he's hitting 6 every time. You got a plus 5 dex?
No, it's strength.
Strength is plus, either way. Fuck me.
He's
Alright.
using strength.
Alright.
It's your turn.
Dope.
That was weird.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you hit.
So that would be
1 plus your dexterity.
3 points of damage.
3 points to him.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna lose this fight.
So now you can walk up.
So I walked up. Can I use an action and a bonus action? So my bonus action will be the Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
I walk up, and my action is gonna be to cast Vicious Mockery and insult his opponent.
Dude, you guys are all gonna pass this skill because you're cheating.
I don't know that bitch.
Hey, if I see my buddy, I'm gonna fucking insult the opponent.
Right,
If
but the
DM
effects
allows it.
of that are very obvious.
If he gets caught cheating, this is gonna be very, very
I'm gonna
bad.
get killed.
Okay, so this is up to the DM discretion then. Vicious Mockery is me insulting somebody and they take psychic damage. Like, how... I obviously don't want to put him in harm's way, but I'm also, like, if I walk up and see my buddy in a fight, I'm gonna be like, you fucking cocksucker, you're gonna die!
You could insult him, but if you actually use Vicious Mockery and he takes damage, he's gonna know he took damage from a source other than his opponent.
Right.
No, he
Because
will
he
not.
took damage. If somebody takes damage, they know they took damage.
There's physical signs of being
Yeah,
affected by
he
vicious
knows he
mockery.
got hurt.
See, I have other spells, or there's like Charm Person where people know that there was magic
Wait,
done
so,
against
okay,
them.
so hold on. It doesn't matter the source. If I get hurt, I know I got hurt.
Yes, but I'm going to argue this right now because sometimes psychic damage is mental effects. Sometimes people hear audiences yelling at them and they get discouraged and they get a little weakened by it.
I am not going to allow this.
What do I have to do to allow it? Because I'm arguing that because there are spells
You can do it.
that people know.
Hold on. You can do it, but he...
You're gonna get me killed.
See, that's
Ariana, here's the thing.
Mm.
If I take damage, if I get hurt, I know I got hurt.
See,
And if the guy I'm fighting one-on-one did not hurt me, I know that damage came from somewhere else. End of discussion. That's logic.
it is logic except for when it comes to psychic mental
I'm not gonna let it.
damage.
I'm not gonna let it go
because
freely.
that is that. Okay, well then my argument here is then why shouldn't I be able to use the spell Charm Person, which I decided not to use because the reason I didn't pick Charm Person is because that spell specifically says that when that spell is done, that person knows they had a spell used against them. I chose Vicious Mockery and the spells I chose particularly because they do not say, the person who has the spell done on them does not know that the spell was done on them. I chose that specifically.
I literally explained why
well then,
just now. I just explained.
well then I think I should be able to use Charm Person without that.
Nope, because
issue.
it's already ruled.
Well, but this isn't a rule. This is something you're deciding right now.
If
Right, but
I take damage, if I get hurt, I know I got hurt. End of discussion. You can't argue that.
I'm giving him Bardic Inspiration, and I'm disagreeing
One Bardic
with
Inspiration.
and can I use that for my damage, or is that only for my attack?
It's only for your attack.
Fuck. All right.
Because she's not College of Swords.
Fuck.
I just don't want to have to fight my way out of here trying to save his ass.
I'm gonna lose this fight. That's okay.
Yeah, we don't have much time, I gotta go.
Alright, you're up, Silver.
Alright. That's another dirty 20.
Right, that hits. So it's 1 plus your
That's
dexterity.
another 3.
Okay. So 3 total?
Well, 1 plus my +2 dex. Yeah,
Okay.
3 total.
Hot tip.
That's gonna miss. You're
Did
up.
you say hot set?
Dope. We're gonna keep going
That's
with
the
you.
tea. And that's the tea.
Natural.
Natural 1.
Oh, there goes my 15 gold.
You just missed.
No! Shit! Fuck! I didn't use it. Fuck. I have the inspiration.
It's an at one though.
Right, I mean, inspiration.
You can't use
even,
inspiration on
even
that
6 isn't gonna help
That's not
anyway.
gonna work, yeah. Anyway.
So I'd miss. Cool. I can't hurt myself in unarmed combat, so.
Damn, that's gonna miss too. Go.
Dope! Alright, fuck you.
Did they nerf unarmed combat in 5e? Damage gets done.
That
Well, the
is-
damage is 1 plus your strength modifier.
Look at
Unless you're a monk.
21 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, so it's another 3.
Another 3.
Question to the DM after you do what you're
That's
doing.
gonna hit, so that's gonna be 6 points of damage.
Dope.
So you're at 18 damage. You have 6 hit points left.
Yep.
Question to the DM.
Yes.
Could I?
If you're gonna argue with me, don't ask.
I'm asking if healing word would be seen as cheating.
If you hey saucy me.
If I hey saucied him,
Because I would be the only one to feel that effect. So I would know I'm cheating, but nobody else would.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, that's fair.
I will, yes.
Okay.
That's
if
fair.
you succeed, I will let that.
Are we trying to die?
I'd be the only one to feel this effect.
The,
Fuck.
the DC
I got a
is
10.
the DC was super high.
Okay. Alright.
It's not high enough.
And I've stripped all my clothing so I don't have my healing potions on me. I can't drink a healing potion. It would have been in my clothes or
Okay,
on
so
my belt. So
It's so late at this point. I don't want to go through the entire
that's
scenario.
fine. That's fine.
But you are going to end up arrested because they caught you cheating
But
They caught her trying to hate saucy?
because she didn't roll high enough to. It was a super high DC.
I didn't have a high to succeed, but I didn't have a low roll. I fudged that, but I also wanted to point out I'm hoping that I can use my likability factor from the group that I just
Being a
talked
public
about.
figure.
Being a public figure, I just walked through. I've performed
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
multiple
to eat up the
times.
rest of the night for everybody
I have
else. I just
this
wanted to get into scrap.
Thing that I was just talking about, my
Yes.
feature as by popular demand.
But you got killed.
When strangers recognize me in a
You just
town
might
where I
not wanna
perform,
fight anyway.
which I perform multiple times,
Yeah.
they
Just
take a
mine.
liking to me, typically.
And
You
maybe
got-
get
you got
banished from
Caught
Fairguard.
cheating at a sport they take very seriously.
But I did not fail that. I got a passing. I got a 10.
No.
I did not pass to get him,
Okay, so.
but I did not get
Alright.
a lower than 10.
Alright, hold on. Calm down. Let's all calm down. Does anybody know what DC means?
Yep.
Dice check.
Dice challenge.
Difficulty
Dice
check.
challenge. Sorry.
So, what that means is, generally speaking, a 10 or higher is a base success.
Right.
A 9 or lower is a base fail, right? Now, depending on the situation you're in, the DC may be higher than normal. Just because you roll a 10 does not mean you succeed. It's based on the scenario you're in. Yes, go ahead.
So, in general, in most games I've ever played, the DC check was announced before the roll. Can we do that retroactively? So that a decision can be made on risk.
Yes, we can. So the DC on that was a 17 to succeed on that. That's
So
like a
then-
hand check. It was a 17. That's why.
Okay, so then
that's
we're
why I
doing
said
retroactively, knowing the DC is
the
17,
DC.
would you
well,
evoke?
that's why I said the DC was
Yeah.
super high.
Right.
The DC you had to be the 17 to succeed on that sleight of hand check.
Okay, so then if we're doing this retroactively, to avoid getting arrested,
So-
would you have tried to roll that sleight of hand check
No,
knowing
That's
it was
what I
17?
said the DC
Yeah.
was super high.
Viridian
Gotcha.
would not have done that if she had any idea she would be arrested.
It was a 17.
Yeah.
So my
she wouldn't
argument
have
would
done
be
that.
on that is that I don't think she
No,
is
that's
new
fine. No,
understands
that's
like,
fine.
sometimes they can get, like, you can have a DC check of 25 and things like that.
And that's
which
why
means
you
can
guys
never
have
pass.
failed on numerous things
Which-
because they're super high.
Because I'm a noob, and the way I understood was 10 or higher was maybe not a pass, but not a fail.
It's base.
Yeah.
it's
So
base.
I didn't realize that 10 or higher could fail.
So, okay, so,
So I wouldn't have risked that.
the DC on that was 17.
So I wouldn't have risked that if I had known.
Okay, that's
That
fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
Viridian
Just to avoid
wouldn't
at
have
least
risked
getting
that.
arrested and kicked out of finger.
Yeah, no. Viridian would not have done that.
I'm
if
gonna
she
get
knew.
my ass kicked,
I-
but whatever.
I thought
So
I
the
had-
fight continues.
Rules,
Right.
all right.
Yeah.
Is it my roll?
It's your turn.
All right. You. Oh, fuck me. That's a 15.
That hits.
Hey, that's another 3.
All right. And he is loving this.
I'm betting he is. He's probably got another 30 to go.
That hits. So
I'm
it's gonna be
down.
another 6.
I'm
And
down.
you're down.
Oh,
I'm unconscious.
so 15, 10, and 15. Whoever bet lost.
Yep, I lost.
Silver was put in the dirt.
Just for my own morbid curiosity, what the fuck was his HP?
30.
There's no way I was taking it down. He would have had to miss so many fucking hits.
But he's only unconscious, right? He only went down.
No, I'm not. It's unarmed combat, so it's
Yeah.
not lethal.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just put him in the
Could
ground.
be.
Now you can heal him. No questions asked.
Well, I'm assuming the fighter people at this place have some fucking.
There's
heals.
probably a cleric or somebody on standby, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one of the clerics of Tor is overseeing this.
Gotcha.
Such
So,
weakness.
Oh, I'm
how much do
Oh, she's
they,
mad at me right now. Yeah.
what do they heal me back up to?
Yeah, he'll bring you back to full.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
So just prepare this.
With a shot.
Well, that's part of the job of being a DM.
This is a good balance. But there's no like light heavyweight, featherweight,
Nope.
middle division. It's
Nope.
just whoever I get paired against.
It's when you enter, whoever's in the ring, that's who you go against.
Dope. So
It's-
it's
not
winner's
an
table.
It's not WWE.
Right. It's winner's table.
Yeah, it's not an organized. It's just everybody comes in and everybody fights.
Dope. All right. That's cool.
I
That's
will
cool.
just.
Yes.
Sorry, but I will just point out, Viridian would be this level of frustrated if she just walked up and saw this shit without any explanation. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
What's a fighting pit? What explanation do you need?
And I will.
Like, she just doesn't like her friends getting hurt, okay? And you got knocked out, you stupid.
And I'm fine now.
And I will say,
It was a
very
good
honest,
bout.
I understand your frustration, but sorry, not sorry.
So all in all, we got 1,300
Oh,
gold.
and 15 lost, 10 lost.
Right.
I'm
No.
writing that down.
10.
10 for him,
10,
15, 10.
Yeah, 15.
I already marked up
11 for
15.
me because I paid a guy 1 piece of gold at the church.
But I mean, for the
Um,
bet, you guys all
So
lost the
all in
bet.
all, we got 1,300 gold. Kitril doesn't care about money, so I divided it 4 ways. So that is a total of 325 gold each.
Wow.
That's
For what we
including-
were paid for both of our bounties.
Did you guys remove what you spent?
I've
Which
been,
is
I've
what
been
I
removing,
did.
Okay.
I just haven't added yet.
I
Yes.
squared all the removal.
325 gold
Yeah.
apiece.
So I'm
So
gonna do all
325
of
is
that.
what our income was for the day. And then just subtract
Okay.
whatever you lost for what
Yeah,
you spent
okay. Keep
versus the wages.
keep track of what
I
you spent.
didn't spend anything other than the bet. So
Yeah, and I just subtracted the 11, 10 from the fight and 1 from the church. So
Right, right.
look who came out.
Oh,
Oh, my
oh
goodness.
no, that's it.
She said, I give up now.
Wow, she never comes out.
I didn't even know there was another cat in there.
And I'm going to get woken up from the fighting pit and walk over to Vladimir and say, I think you should have fought him.
I'm rich, bitch.
He was,
I-
that guy was
I'm
much
gonna,
bigger
can
than
I
me.
go to the fighting pit wherever they are and flick him in the air?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. You're open now.
What? What?
The fuck, dude?
Punch him in the glasses.
I wanted to scrap.
Good scrap.
Nah, I mean, I got my ass kicked, but I was a big fucking guy.
It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
I was a big fucking guy. I dodged quite a few of those blows.
Oh, he was huge.
Good job.
Oh my god.
Float
You
like
ever
a
watch
stick like a
Archer?
bee, motherfucker.
Yes.
You sound like Archer right now.
I mean, you said
You didn't do bad.
His HP was 30?
Yeah, you didn't do bad.
I did 16. I was
You
alright. I was almost
You
there.
got some knocks in.
I had him more than halfway down.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. What
He was
level was he?
Barely.
Huh?
What level was he?
For 30 HP, it's probably still only level
Oh, he was
3.
like level 3, yeah.
Level 3, level 4, maybe?
Yeah, he was just a big dude.
Right.
He had a high constitution and a high strength. That's basically all it was.
It's just luck of the draw, and I wasn't lucky.
What I would have done was I would have kicked him in the nuts right off the bat.
Okay, well,
Isn't that dirty?
does
though?
that do any extra damage for unarmed combat?
Well, it knocks him prone.
Motherfucker!
If you get kicked in the nuts, are you not going to fall to the ground immediately?
If you... Alright, that's fair for the next fighting pit I get into. I'm kicking a motherfucker in the nuts.
Or you kick him in the knee,
That's alright.
knock him
We
down.
weren't...
Rah, rah, ree. Kick him
Okay,
in the knee.
okay,
Rah,
so,
rah, rats.
sorry,
Kick him
we
in the
weren't
other knee.
specifying attacks. It was just roll to hit and then what's
What's
your
that one? I don't
damage.
know that one.
We weren't narratively
Punching
talking about
I'm-
the attacks.
I'm
You could have though.
I'm giving you tips now.
Alright, next
on
time I'm
what
taking
you
out his
could have
fucking
done.
knees.
Yeah. Now, to be
Lost 10
fair,
gold on that shit.
to be fair,
15 gold.
his armor class would have gone up if you were attacking a specific point. He may have gotten a +2 armor class because you were,
If I was trying to swipe his legs.
if you were going for a specific point.
Sweet leg.
But
Man.
that's
Put
the
him in the body bag!
that's the kind of stuff you want to think about.
We've got 10 minutes,
Bye-bye.
Kramer.
What are we
Before we go to bed, and now that I've come back to, thanks to Tor's clerics, we now know that this additional symbol is
Bullshit.
bullshit. So with that being said, there's nothing else to investigate here. What do you guys want to do?
That doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing to investigate here,
Right.
because there are still murders going on that have the symbol we're interested in. There just happens to be a copycat going on.
I want to invest more on this copycat. Like, what is up with that? With this fake symbol? That's just so,
Honestly,
like,
that's
it's
probably-
just
Probably
weird.
some
The
gross
way I
ass
see
murder.
it, it's
yeah.
somebody that just wants to kill some people.
She's got some fucking armor she's gotta wait for too.
I have 2 days till my armor comes back.
That's fair. I guess we got 2 days to kill here. I think
Fucking.
the answers we're all looking for are going to be in Alfast.
I
They
also
have an
want
ar-
to
They have an archive there. They have larger temples there.
I want to use them so bad.
No, I feel it. You give a
Spider
chance.
I'm ready.
What?
Does
My
whatever.
spider
Spider
boots.
boots.
I want to be a spider lizard.
But I'm just saying there's...
I'll command you like a spider lizard.
And again, what you had brought up, Vadimir, about
Off
staying
the
on
farm.
task.
Mountain Dew.
What's going on around here doesn't necessarily keep us on task.
No, I agree.
Well,
But we're also not equipped to go back into that forest. The
Yeah.
only thing that's going to get us equipped to go back into that forest is probably an Alpha.
we definitely need to go to Alphas before we go to the forest. I agree with that. But maybe tomorrow, let's just ask around and see if we can find out a bit about this copycat murderer.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
We can ask around for sure. I just
If
I
we have
just
to
don't
wait,
think.
we have to wait for our armor to get done.
Yeah.
then
I
we
just
might
don't
as well
think-
stick
And
around.
Spider Boots can
Right.
check out and maybe
I
post
can.
up and see if anything around Joel happens. Like Joel is super weird. Like maybe we can learn something else about Joel.
And
Right,
plus he
that's
said-
fine. I just don't think we need to spend too much time on it because the bounty is only 250 gold, and we already know that it's bullshit. So
And an hour later, I finally get back to the inn. They're all doing shit, and I went to bed. Or go to bed on the floor. Because I got lost looking for shit.
I'm just saying. I think before going back into the forest, the answers are going to be in the forest.
Yeah.
Nafog said they were sending people to the forest. We know that shit's going on in the forest.
We still don't know anything
But
about.
we need to be better equipped.
I agree with you completely, but I just want to point out we still don't know shit about the bandits and slavers who made the mass grave.
Right.
And we don't know shit about those same bandits and slavers who might be the same bandits and slavers who attacked me in my
Right.
circus
Which
Yeah, but there's
we could
also the-
potentially find more answers.
in Alpha.
Word from the fog that he was sending people into the forest as well.
Right.
So it's
Yes,
like,
but
But again,
Nafog
it's all
also
connected.
said that
Answers
he
to all
had
of
nothing
these.
to do with the people that did what they did to me.
Yeah, I just think that answers to all of these questions are going to be found. They're not necessarily going to be found, but we might get more clues in Alphast.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to go to Alphast.
So,
But, I mean, we found some demon worshipping shit. Like, how hard could it be to find some gross ass copycat murderer? Like,
that's fair. I mean, that should be a pretty easy task.
I'd like to get that guy. He sounds like a dick. Let's get him.
It should be a fairly easy task.
Don't try to be like
250
that.
bucks.
We can look into
Yeah.
it.
Alright guys.
All right,
next
like
week.
Mysteries Inc. at this point.
Alright.
So who's Scuba?
Good to see you again.
Love you,
brother.
Pops.
Love you.
Hasta la vista, baby.
And then, with that being
Alright.
said, DM, I'm going to spend a couple feet as we go to bed, whatever room you're sleeping in.
DM's right over there.
I'm putting an alarm spell across your door for if you sleepwalk out of it.
Okie dokie.
That's why
Okay.
I bought so much silver wire.
Right, okay.
I'm gonna alarm spell her.
So
her
the door is about a foot,
Right. So
Right,
I'm gonna use enough material to
and you got.
be alerted if she sleepwalks
So you
out.
got what at this point? You got like 60 feet of. fucking
No, I
wire?
spent some of it, so I have 53 feet.
Okay.
Because
And-
I bought 50, I had 3 left over from before, so
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a foot, put it across her door, so that way if she sleepwalks out of her
Are you gonna
room-
let her know that?
That's a
Yeah.
really
No,
narrow door.
I'll tell her that
So you only
because
have-
of what's been going on. We've talked about it already.
So also
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
in mind you only have the one bell, so you can only do one alarm spell at a time, unless you go buy more bells.
Well, yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
We're in the inn.
I just
I'm not worried
want you to
about-
keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
no, I'm not worried about my door.
Okay.
And I can also specify when I cast the spell, I can specify the parameters of who crosses it.
Right. Exactly.
So like when we're in camp, I
Yeah.
can specify stuff as long as I retain that bell and retrieve it every morning. I can keep reusing it.
Yep.
And so when we're in the inn, I don't care about my door. I'm just alarming hers in case she, and the specification is if she walks out,
Right.
then it's going to alarm me.
Right. No, I understand that.
Okay.
And I will spend an hour before bed meditating. Now that I've had some training.
For what purpose?
For the purpose of trying to clear and understand my mind and trying to get more of a handle on this telepathic ability and try to talk to Thuril.
Oh, your new psychic friend.
Friend.
So when you say trying to understand your telepathic ability, what is it? Are you gonna try and telepathically communicate with somebody?
Meaning that, so from my, as an actual meditation teacher, from my training, I would assume, and you can tell me what they would have taught me
Can
about
I?
that.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yes. Yes.
So much
That's
tension
that
tonight.
So, meditation helps abilities of the mind, and
Right,
so this would, she's trying to improve her abilities of the mind.
Well, that's why I'm asking for a specific. Are you trying to communicate with them, or are you trying to improve your telepathic ability, or are you trying to do both?
I'm trying to do both.
My turn.
So, do you want me to like split up the time?
So I would say
or-
if you want to do both, I would say an hour per activity.
Okay.
So, and that would be a roll per activity.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So it's
So,
2 hours, not
An
1
hour to improve my telepathic ability,
Okay.
and then an hour to. That's telepathic with my friends
Right,
and
right,
people
right.
and whatever, and then an hour to.
Can we read over your
Oh, shit. Are we still
ability real quick?
Yeah.
Just so I can. I want to
I think we're pretty much
So,
over, even
features
if we are
and
still
traits.
recording.
No, we're done. Well, we need to record whatever she's going over.
Dual
So.
mind. So when I make a wisdom saving throw, which I
There's a
always
lot of
I always
homebrew
forget
stuff
to use
going
that,
on there.
and then
You didn't use it. You weren't using that earlier when we were talking.
I always forget to use that.
Oh, you should have been.
I know. I always
I mean, you
forget
rolled
about that.
great anyway.
Yeah.
You have to see them to use your mind link.
Yeah, I have to see people to use my mind link. I have 60 feet.
So, but if you're in separate rooms, you can't see them, so you could try, but realistically, it's just gonna be a waste.
Well, I'm not trying.
That's why I'm asking.
What I'm saying is I'm not actually trying to communicate with them right now. I'm just trying to strengthen my mental faculties.
Okay.
Which I'm hoping that the act of meditation, which according to every temple I went to, meditation is going to help with all my shit.
Right.
Which it does. Go meditate, bitches.
Meditation actually doesn't do anything for
No,
anybody.
no, no. So,
That's a whole nother video of debate.
yes, which I have many debates on. Anyway, so her goal is to improve her abilities mentally.
Okay, that's fine. No,
And- Yeah, that's basically her whole goal, is to improve all her mental abilities.
okay.
Her psychic abilities.
So I'm gonna say for the telepathic one, just make a wisdom check.
Uh-huh.
So you get to add a +1 to that
Okay.
because you're meditating.
Bitch.
I'll probably grab that from you next week, because mine should be shipped by then, and then I can just get
Alright,
it.
so
It
no
took me
score
3
improvement.
weeks.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Well, then we'll see what's up. But it'll probably be best to give them both at the same
So for your
And then for the talking to the voices.
yeah, at this point that's an interesting one because you made massive
Good timing, too.
improvement
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
Um,
I got names and shit.
yeah. If you're okay with it, I would like to save that for another time so I can do a little bit of thinking about that
Okay.
to see where we're gonna go with that. Because at this point, you pretty much you have nowhere to go but up at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when you fail, you're probably gonna get something.
Yeah.
So I would like to take a little bit of time and put something together
Okay.
for that. I mean, if you want to make the rolls now, it would be a wisdom check and a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, I can do that.
Yeah, let's just do the rolls now, so I can see where you're at. Then I know what to work on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just for my race, my racial traits and shit, I don't have regular dreams. Instead, I have
Right,
dreams
right.
from that shit. And I can speak I can't actually read people's minds.
Yes.
I can speak to them, and as a
And you
bonus,
use a bonus action to let them speak back.
let them speak
Yes.
back. But then I also have these
Damn, I saw Kings.
people, and then I have my dual
play with
mind
kings.
thing where I
Wait, what?
can use
You
my
should play with
reaction
kings.
to gain advantage.
We had this conversation before, and that's what I'm working off of.
Okay.
Because we were on the different pages before.
Okay. So
That's why I'm doing what I'm
doing
doing
a
now.
check and a saving throw.
A check and a saving throw.
Okay, here's the check, which is a shit. That's a 2.
So write that down,
Yep, we're filming this.
Check is 2.
and then your saving throw. You have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Do I add my wisdom to it or no?
No, it's your saving throw. Look at your saving
Yeah,
throws.
yeah, okay. Oh! Not 2022.
So write that down. All that matters is in that 20. All right. So give me a couple of days to think about how this is going to play out.